Hello and welcome to Ring Rust number 3. How is everyone? We are joined today, I'll do the introduction. We are joined today by Simon.
Hello.
And Kieran L.
One of the Kierans, yeah, Kieran L.
Kieran L. So how is everyone today?
Doing alright, yeah.
That's great, that's great. Today, we've got many stuff to talk about. We've got obviously your 4 main shows that we talk about every week. We've got the breaking news of WrestleMania 37, where it's being held. All the news, everything from that. We're going to talk about Cody. We're going to talk about Shayna being a vampire. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely.
The dramatic pause, then.
It's it's the zoom. It zooms out.
Oh.
Right. Should we just...
We should talk about the intro.
The intro?
Yeah, was that what zoomed out?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
You know, if you're a regular viewer, you know on the Top Corner Football Podcast. But that's not it. This is Ring Rust.
And the NFL Corner, back on.
And the NFL Corner, sorry.
This is well.
This is Ring Rust. So I think we'll go into our first piece of breaking news. It came out yesterday. WrestleMania 37 will be held at the SoFi Stadium in LA, and it's sort of being branded as Mania Goes to Hollywood. I think the last time I did was WrestleMania 21, I think 2005. So it's looking like that we're probably going to see The Rock, we'll probably see Batista, and probably see Cena, considering they're the 3 biggest Hollywood wrestling stars currently.
The Miz on the Marine.
Okay, we may see the Miz. Well, that means we're going to see Orton, Ambrose.
Yeah.
Ambrose were in. What was Ambrose in? Not the Marine, it was the other one, the cop one.
I was more disputing the fact that he's the likelihood of him showing up, to be honest.
Oh, right.
Well, yeah.
Big Show, he was in
Yeah.
Knucklehead. A revered movie, I'm sure.
He was in. Was Big Show? No, it was Carly. He was in.
Triple H was in a crap one as well, I know that.
Oh, the bit.
The one with the school bus, I don't remember what it's
Babysitter?
called. It could have been.
I've never watched a WWE Studios film.
No, neither have I.
Oh, I have.
These are
Fine
just
with my family. That's a great
Oh, yeah,
one.
of course. But these are just people
yeah,
that, like, slag off. Like, I think somewhere, like, news coverage people have mentioned them before, so that's the only reason I've never gone and watched Knucklehead.
No,
You're
Knucklehead.
joking, not a chance.
It's the one that Ambrose is in where he plays a cop. It's a
I don't
really
know.
good film. Like, there's a bunch of, I think Orton played the first one, then Cena, and then it was... Anyway, that doesn't matter. So the stadium is the SoFi Stadium. It's set to open in July this year, and it will host the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers for the 2020 NFL season. It's in Inglewood, California, March 28th, 2021, so that's a bit earlier than usual, isn't it? Normally it's April the 6th.
Oh, it's in March, I didn't know that.
Late March, but yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's ruining me.
WrestleMania's like
It's a...
start of April.
I think it's a week before than it normally is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems. I know someone with a birthday on that day.
Oh, well,
Very,
happy
very
birthday to them.
My sister.
Oh.
Thank
Oh,
you.
happy birthday,
That's a bit
Kieran's
disappointing.
sister.
No, it's all right. I'll just watch
It's all right.
WrestleMania instead.
I don't care. The stadium has a capacity of 70,240, but it can be expanded to 100,240. So let's see how many people WWE claims they fit in the stadium.
Yeah, they're gonna just put. We broke a
It's
record.
breaking the AT&T Stadium in Texas, like, for Mania 32
yeah,
record, isn't it?
but have they really?
And they will have this.
I dispute.
I don't know, it does look massive.
It looks
Well,
beautiful.
should we show you the picture? We've got the picture here. I forgot we had it. There it is.
Oh,
That's
it's-
what it looks like. The plan for it to look like. Imagine Mania
Imagine
looks
it,
so
Simon,
nice
imagine
in
it.
that.
From the outside, it looks pretty, like, looks spectacular, but why does it need that, like, extra little bit, if you know what I mean? Like,
That's
it's not-
sticking out.
Yeah.
I think it's so they can go. So let's say they're having the wrestling show, the pitch will obviously be the ring will be in the middle of the pitch. So I'm guessing it's in case they want more capacity.
It's absolutely beautiful though.
It is
Like
beautiful.
for a modern day stadium. To be fair, we always say like, oh, why can't they hold it in England? But to be fair, I don't think we have anything that stacks up to that.
No,
Maybe
Wembley'd be just fine.
maybe Wembley.
Wembley would have an old style feel to
Yeah,
it,
but-
whereas this is like with the LED board that's a circle there. That's going to look so good for.
To be fair, I want it to
Entrances.
in the future. I want it to hold. I want it to be held in bloody the new Las Vegas Raiders thing because that looks delicious.
Is that the one with the big open screen?
I don't know. It looks like it's just like a black circle. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But I want that to be held. And Vegas is big. The thing is, you've got to think when you're looking at a Mania location, it's got to be a big enough city to host it.
That's what I think.
Vegas is AEW territory, isn't it?
Oh,
Like, double or
so
nothing
is
and all
Chicago.
Oh my God, to be turning up on an actual tank next time rather than Sammy's
Imagine
mini
that.
tank
I'd love that.
that he came
Well,
with.
did you ever? You didn't watch Being the Elite, but do you remember when
don't watch
the
Being the Elite.
invaded Raw? Is genuinely my favourite thing. They got a limo and it's Cody, Bucks, Brandy, Paige, Marty, and there's just a bunch of Raw WWE fans out, and they just start walking.
But weren't they
into
the company that said they weren't going to see it as a competition?
This was before AW.
Yeah, this was before.
This
But
was when they were
I
chilling
was
in Ring of
about to
Honor.
say, because then
I get what you mean.
they throw shade at them every other week. Because he says, I remember a couple of weeks ago, they're only botching the Cody's move, Crossroads on 2 channels. I'm like, Damien Priest does a pretty fine Crossroads, thank you.
I think you'd find.
Do you think?
I like Damien Priest Crossroads. Then again, it might be just because I'm blurred by Damien Priest, because I like Damien Priest. So that might be the reason.
Oh, but talking about Mania, if it was in England, I'm guessing you'd expect it to be in London.
It ain't going to be anywhere else, is it, really?
No. I think it would be at Wembley. I think that's the only place.
What about
The only
Tottenham
other place
Stadium?
could be like Old Trafford or something.
Old Trafford, mate. I think it's Tottenham.
Spurs' new stadium.
It's quite modern.
Yeah, but I
The
don't
only
think
issue
it'd be
I've
big
got-
enough.
Yeah.
Well, what's the
Do you know like
capacity?
the yellow wall thing they've got? I don't know if that works in a wrestling show. Because from what I've seen, you've like got your seat, but you've also got like a metal bar to like. I don't know if it.
the capacity 63,000.
Yeah, they are having that.
Well, no, because if you take the pitch out and you add a couple.
That's probably an extra 10,000, 20,000.
Yeah, for me, I don't think we're getting anything. I think we'll get a.
I think if we were going to get it, it'd be Wembley, because Wembley can hold 90,000.
Saudi Arabia will get one before us.
And I think we'll get.
Imagine.
I think we'll get a SummerSlam.
I think we'll get a Rumble. I'd love a Rumble.
I don't think.
SummerSlam doesn't fit England because it's never super hot.
Excuse me, British Bulldog won the IC title, and it's got connotations of what happened.
I think modern day, I don't think it would. I'd love to get a Rumble, but I don't think. It means flying 60 superstars over.
I'd hope for an NXT takeover again. I think that.
I think we'll
quite
definitely.
realistic.
I don't think we will.
We were brilliant. I'm sorry, our crowd during the NXT takeover. This was when Enzo and Cass were at the hottest, which was just brilliant. It was when Baron Corbin was getting told he was. Is it safe for kids? This.
No.
Getting told he was a wanker day in day out. Like, honest to God, it were brilliant. I remember that's my favourite thing of like just a barrage of chants. And you know where people say, "Oh, the crowd made it about them." Oh, I didn't care. It was great.
All the UK when it was shoes off for Gibson.
Yeah,
So, which is great.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd ever get another takeover just because we've got NXT UK.
Yeah, fair point. I haven't thought about that.
Yeah.
Well, we get our own takeovers, don't we? NXT
Yeah.
UK.
Fair, they're probably just as good.
Yeah, they are really good, but it's got nothing on a takeover.
No,
And the legit.
I don't think it'd have anything on like a SummerSlam or whatever.
Maybe Survivor Series I could see.
Yeah, because they're not really bothered about that.
It's hard though because I feel like they're never going to take the big four
Away.
or anywhere else because they're the only guaranteed sellouts a year for WWE
They'll
in
guarantee a
UK.
sellout in the UK.
in the US. Sorry.
If they met King of the Ring a pay-per-view again,
Definitely.
that'd be suited.
Who would you like to be the next King of the Ring? Obviously, Corbin was the last one.
No one. Scrap it.
Xavier
I
Woods.
don't like it.
If you watch Up, Down, he just wants to be the King of the Ring. He don't want to be a champion. He wants to be a King of the Ring. So I'd love it if we have like Xavier King of the Ring, Big E as like an Intercontinental, and Kofi back at the helm.
He's never going
It
back.
sounds
He's
alright,
never.
but it's just a bit tired though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the heel king.
Corbin's used it well. He
Past
hasn't used it. He's like included it into his gimmick, but he's not like being a royal. He's just being a.
To be fair,
Cock.
he has sometimes. I feel like he's not. His character's not quite been as linear as I hoped it'd be.
No.
I hoped he'd just continue being an absolute dick, but instead sometimes he'll be like, "Oh, my loyal subjects" and whatever else, and I'm a bit like, you know, no, I'm okay. I just think that I agree with Simon. To be honest, just politely, just scrap it.
Come up with something else. I'm sure there's like a different, sort of accolade. That's
I know, but TNA tried to think of other things, and then that's what brought us the reverse battle royal, which was the worst match in
I'm
history.
going to rewatch
King of the
it 'cause that's
Mountain.
great.
King of the Mountain, another crap match. Was that the one where you had to stand inside a telephone box?
no. You had to. Did you have to like? Everyone started in the ring, and then you had to go up to the ramp and either like get the briefcase or get the. I can't remember
Or you
what
had
it
to
was.
pin someone, which gave you the right to climb. I don't remember. TNA had some, but Ultimate X, what a match
Ultimate
type!
X
Is that the
was
one with the ropes
brilliant.
across?
Yeah,
That's an amazing match.
What a match type!
TNA have had some good ones, and they've had some.
Do you remember Jeff Hardy in his big red cage
Mm-hmm.
in TNA? He had a big red cage, and at the end of the show, he's just sat on it.
I'm
And
watching.
you could guarantee with Jeff Hardy matches, you can always guarantee that he's going to do something stupid
Yeah, because he's probably high.
based on the height of the cage or the thinness of a cage. If it's a high cage, he's jumping off it. If it's a thinness, he's doing some stupid thing where he like pretends to fall down and pulls himself.
Yeah.
Stupidness. But should we go on to AEW?
Let's.
Let's go on to AEW. So the show started off with it was a match. I mean, I tuned in for like the first for the first half an hour. So I watched this match, and it literally started off with Moxley coming down to the ring. Then Ortiz came out. Jericho was on commentary, who was great, as Jericho always is. I think Sammy and Hager were there, but didn't do anything. But the show started off. Moxley did a good back and forth match, but obviously, like I said, Jericho was made on commentary. For the finish, Moxley hit the paradigm shift on Ortiz for the win, and then Santana goes to attack him from behind. He shifts him again. And then he pulls out car keys and just stabs Ortiz in the eye. And for me, what made it was Excalibur just going, "An eye for an eye." It's a great line. What do you think?
Was it not Santana who got stabbed?
No, Ortiz.
Was it? All right.
Santana, Moxley points to Jericho, then Santana goes to attack him. Paradigm shift, then he stabs Ortiz.
Fair enough.
It was great. Good match. It just keeps us rolling onto Revolution, which is looking like a great...
This is the thing, they're not... Because they've been building to this match for a while yet. It's not got boring yet, which is a good sign.
I think it's because we haven't seen Jericho and Moxley brawl really, like have an actual match type thing.
You didn't include Jericho's line from commentary. Or
What were it?
What was it? I think it was like you're going down to Chinatown or something. Do you know when you like two people are staring off, one's at the ramp and one's at ring? Yeah, it just went. I think you're going down to Chinatown or something like that.
Typical like 80s wrestler. I'm gonna beat you.
No, I just think it's Jericho being Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho is great.
I don't mean to be pedantic or anything, but it was Santana.
Were it?
Yeah. Not that it makes a difference. It's just a member of Pride, proud and powerful. But
I thought it was. So we must. Right. Anyway, someone's not got an eye currently.
Moxley
and Santana now. I love that if that just becomes a feud where Moxley just takes out an eye of all the inner circle until Jericho.
I thought the best bit about all this was Sammy Guevara on commentary, just sticking up for whatever Chris Jericho says. Like, yeah, great tips, boss, and just.
I love Sammy Guevara.
He's such an idiot.
Yeah,
but he's great. Like being the Elite this week. Do you know there's a whole thing with Brandon Cutler how he hasn't won an AEW yet?
Yeah.
Do you know who Brandon Cutler is?
I know who Brandon Cutler is. I've never watched Being the Elite.
So he hasn't won AEW, and Sammy Guevara was like, "Oh, I spoke to this guy, and he got me into the inner circle, put him into a room, and it's this Spanish guy who was reading tarot cards, just taking the absolute piss out of Brandon Cutler." It's great. So I recommend watching Being the Elite if you haven't.
I don't think I ever will.
Really?
Yeah.
If it's that important, they'll put it on TV.
True.
It sounds harsh.
I was saying we were talking about this the other day, and I was like, some things like I don't carry like I don't understand. Like I said, what did I say they didn't explain the other day?
The Nightmare Collective.
Yeah, basically they didn't explain like that they'd disbanded or whatever, and then Brandy came out being the caring wife later.
Yeah, so I knew they disbanded, but the first thing I thought was, like. If anyone were just watching TV, they'd like, why is she dressed in normal clothes? Why is she not collecting
What he should be
hair?
doing is coming out and just slicing Cody's hair off as he's being lashed in the back and just like
laughing at him.
scissoring it off.
Look at you back.
Scissoring hair off. But no,
that's been officially confirmed as well.
Again, I personally am a bit like, if I don't watch Being the Elite, I don't get what.
We get on the backs for that, but WWE drops storylines.
But I did
week
say
by week, so
I did say like we talked about this, didn't we? But I did say also. If Rowan, for example, who was not that one, the guy with the cat cage, suddenly got dropped off TV, we'd all be going, "Oh, where's that?" Whereas with AEW, I think they do get a little more leeway, which again,
I think it's because they explained it on, obviously not on the main show, but they had it explained, and it's also been officially confirmed
it's
now.
going to be explained on main event. No one's been watching that.
I think Pro Wrestling Sheet confirmed that they're not
anymore. Do you actually?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Well, we need to add a main event segment. But when we head into a tag team match next, SCU beating the Best Friends, but the match was a generic tag team match. I think it was after the match, which was great. So it started off, the Dark Order ran out and they started beating up Kazarian, Sky, Chucky T and Trent. So then they beat him up, they're all stood in the ring and Orange Cassidy appears behind him, who is amazing. They all line up and they offer him a mask and he goes to pick it up and then he does his hands in the pocket thing, his coolness. So the Dark Order just lay him out. It's great because he puts it in and Evil Uno just sprints running knee right into him and he sells it perfectly. I think, but the main thing was it allowed Christopher Daniels to come out. He ran into the ring covering Orange Cassidy was like, come on, fight me. And Evil and Uno was like, boys, stand down. And they just walked out of the ring, which I think is another good storytelling of this show. You'll see later on, but not having Evil and Uno just attack Christopher Daniels because they want him with him.
No, I'm just laughing at what you put afterwards. But no, I'll be honest. I'm not. I don't want to say I'm not a fan of AEW, but I'm not as big a fan as other people. Yeah. Orange Cassidy's brilliant.
He is, isn't he?
I absolutely love him.
It's class.
Honest to God, the fact he doesn't even put a proper thumb up, he does it halfway. He's just brilliant. I don't even care if, because who was it that called it stupid? Was it Jim Cornette?
Yeah.
Someone called it, oh, this isn't wrestling. It's like, you can be whoever you want in wrestling. He's brilliant.
It's Jim Cornette, isn't it?
I don't remember any of this match, but I do remember Orange Cassidy just getting clobbered by Evil Uno.
That's one thing. At least it's memorable.
No, that's the thing. The problem with AEW sometimes is that the tag team matches, because everyone's so used to these main matches. If you've watched Ring of Honor or even if you watched WWE, the tag team match is generic, but the storylines are pretty decent so far. Anyway, there's been ones where they've been a bit whiffy.
I like the Daniels thing. I do, because it just drops hints that he's the guy. He probably isn't the guy.
The exalted one.
He's definitely going to be Luke Harper, but
we'll come after Raw. We'll discuss it. But another thing was, again, being the Elite. It's a problem if you don't watch it. Kazarian and Scorpio Sky are in the back. They were doing the little joke thing that they've got running. And then Daniels comes over and tries to speak to Kazarian, and Kazarian goes, oh, sorry, I've got no time. But sort of in a cockish way. And it's great. It's really sowing the seeds. So I think if you watch Being the... It's so much content.
I was
if you
watch
watch that along with AEW,
this is the problem. Being the Elite, from the latest one, has 105,000 viewers. AEW pulls in just short of 1 million week by week.
Exactly, that's what we talked about the other day.
Mm-hmm.
9/10 are in the dark.
I think Matt Jackson, they were doing an Instagram Q&A, and they went, do you want Being the Elite to be on like TV and stuff? And he went, as much as it's good for certain storylines, it's the dark horse, the black sheep of AEW. He has full control of it. So they're doing these things that probably...
if you're advancing storylines, it does as... And to be fair, I'd like to have seen that like maybe after this match or something backstage, because how long does that take to film? 10 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know,
but everyone rags on at WWE for putting too many recap packages and video stuff, and
I think they're trying not
to. AEW fall well short.
Yeah.
They just don't do anything of it.
Exactly.
I think they just need to find the blend. But then we went on to Yuka Sakazaki, made a return. And she beat Britt Baker via roll up after Baker again got confident. Sakazaki rolled her up. And then after the match, Britt Baker just absolutely minced her. But you'll never guess where she attacked. Do you know, because she's a dentist? She attacked the teeth.
Wow.
So, like, she was beating up, Sakazaki lost a tooth and stuff. And it's like, okay, we understand she's a dentist now. The attack was good because she was absolutely spurting blood and everything, but it's like...
To be fair, it works now. She's a heel. Like,
yeah.
You're getting annoyed even just talking about it.
The same week.
It's meant one woman. One's the opposite. One uses the teeth, one hates the teeth, is how it works. Yeah, again, I think they're just trying to build Britt Baker up. I just wonder what happened with the feud with B. Priestley. For me, I know they had a match to see it off, but
to be fair, I think there's too much of that in AEW's women's division. Because what happened to Yuka and Riho?
Yeah,
Riho pushed it, nothing happened.
I know with the Japanese are struggling for visas, but they should still be able to.
They made one of them the champion.
I know.
They knew it coming in. You can't pretend that it's not a thing. It's like
they shouldn't have. I think this is.
Who else do they have? Because I'll be honest, are you on board with any single member of the women's division in terms of a character? Because I'm not.
B. Priestley.
I don't remember this match actually happening. So
he hates women.
No.
I think the general consensus on this was that it wasn't great.
The women's division just
in terms of storylines, it's like you've got two separate groups. You've got the Japanese, and which is sort of Kenny Omega's directive, and then you've got
the Westerners,
sort of the Westerners, which is Brandy's collective. Collective. And it just ain't going together. It feels like two distinct groups as opposed
they're not
to
working
one division.
together.
Do you know what I would be invested
There's
in?
a massive disconnect.
Until they made her a cutter of hair. I love Awesome Kong. Or Kong as she's known.
I think the reason they did it was because they knew Glow was going to film the final season. So they didn't want to. They didn't want to put. That's why she's got kicked out. Was because she had to go film season 3 of Glow.
Oh right. I've watched the first 3 seasons.
It was pretty decent.
Yeah, I need to watch.
Yeah, so she's filmed that. That's why they've written her off. I'm guessing she'll come back. The only one that you've got who can be built up as a threat is Nyla Rose, but she's lost.
Yeah, and I just don't believe it now. She lost to Riho like twice.
I have no idea who's going to be the next champion, but like successfully, because if Nyla beats Riho, people aren't going to be like on board, and it's just I don't know where they take it.
I'm just trying to think.
Aren't they having a match next week?
Quite
For
possibly.
a title,
It's,
Riho vs.
it's coming up. Is it not at Revolution though?
No,
Should we have a look at the Revolution?
I think it's next week.
Revolution.
I don't know any matches on Revolution, even if there are any at all.
What's been announced? So just one match: Jericho Moxley.
Oh, of course.
I'm pretty sure Nyla Rose v Riho's next week.
Yeah.
Because she did it in a backstage interview and powerbombed her through a table, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
because that was Pac won it. It was like I'm
Oh yeah, I won't hurt.
I'm a bastard, but
Poor
I'm
young,
not gonna.
Poor young Riho.
Because
I
Kenny's friends with her.
Yeah, I wouldn't hurt a woman, but this
She will.
beast will, and then like.
I've got to
the native
admit,
beast,
I
Nyla
don't
Rose
care
comes
about
out.
her character, but I do feel bad when Riho gets hurt because I don't know.
She's so
She's
innocent.
98 pounds. I don't know if Jim Ross has ever mentioned it.
No,
That's
he's probably talking about Rohu, whoever that is. When he
Say
come-
Rohu.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just didn't pick up on that.
Then we had the tag team
No,
match.
I don't know. I don't know if he did. I'm just making it up now.
We had a tag team match of the Young Bucks versus Kangman. I'm going to call him. It's Kenny and Hangman. You can have Kenny Page,
I thought you just had a spelling mistake, to be honest with you.
Hangman Omega, Hangager. But I've gone for Kangman versus the Knife Boys, which are the Butcher, and, the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny.
Yep.
And the Lucha Brothers, who got the win.
Yes. The lads picking up the win.
You're a big fan of Lucha Brothers?
Yeah, just as I am Butcher and Blade.
I was
as we
about
all
to say
found out
that.
last
Yeah.
week.
I love the Lucha.
The
Actually,
lads back at it again. I loved it.
when I say I love the Lucha Bros, I love Pentagon.
Oh,
Phoenix is the best.
No, Ray Phoenix is the better one. However, I've loved Pentagon from Lucha Underground when he had that match that we were talking about
That's
earlier
fair.
with
Yeah.
Vampiro. I love his Zero Miedo. I love his face paint. I love his mask.
Zero made us.
Oh yeah,
class.
like they
I love him.
They are insanely cool. But if I had to pick
What
one,
a
it
man.
would be Ray Phoenix
What does
because it's
Zero-
just effortless.
What does that mean?
Zero fair.
Exactly.
Means zero. But I mean,
It was a great match. But again, this thing was a lot of storyline. So they all hit the finishers. Even Page hit his buckshot lariat, and then he goes down clutching his knee. But instead of just tagging out to the Young Bucks like he did, he just carried on and eventually got pinned by I think it was Phoenix.
No, it were Penta because Phoenix does his like dive to the outside where he
It
like
was a
cannons
half
balls
chance.
through the ropes.
There was a half chance of getting it right, yeah. But again, relationships frosted with Kenny. And also on the actual show, they showed a backstage segment of them confronting Hangman. He just went, no, and they took the beer away from him and stuff like that. Again, more stuff. I don't know what they're going to do with Hangman, though, once he's out of the tag team with Kenny. Like, will his gimmick still sort of work? Like, this drunk cowboy, but he can sort of get the job done. How will it...
Yeah,
Will it still work when he's by himself?
I just don't know where it's going. I'm kind of intrigued. I don't know whether it'll culminate at Revolution or it's probably going to finish in a heel turn, isn't it? Really,
They both have got the belts, don't they? Still,
yes.
They've
But who
gotta
might
lose.
they face at Revolution?
Lucha Brothers, because they hold a win over him, maybe.
Yeah.
Or the Young Bucks.
Maybe the Young Bucks, if the Young Bucks say come on, and they slowly get annoyed. But again, who's the heel in that match?
Oh yeah, but some.
What, in
they-
Lucha
You've got the
Bros?
elite guys. Come on.
yeah, but to be fair, when the Young Bucks fake the Lucha Bros, is there really a heel in the match? Not really.
True.
Everyone kind of loves.
It'll just be a big spot fest, won't it?
Yeah.
Everyone kind of love. I agree that one person has to be the face, one person has to be the heel. Because let's be fair, as much as Chris Jericho's a heel, everyone kind of still loves him.
Mm-hmm.
So
Then we had Kip Sabian versus George Janela, simple, dirty
Yeah,
victory.
doesn't matter.
Penelope
Yeah.
Ford hopped.
Oh no, it does. Kip Sabian's great.
Penelope Ford got up on the ring post, and normally it was starting to look like a kiss of death, like Brian AJ Lee. They
Yeah.
just and then
with
Sabian
the
dodged.
Sheamus thing.
Yeah, Sabian dodged, pinned him easy.
Yes.
Oh no, it's Lash's time, and my God, it was dirty. What first of all, if you don't know what happened, MJF has obviously had the 3 requests that he's got. So it's the Lashes, it's the steel cage match, and it's Cody's not allowed to touch him until Revolution.
It's the steel cage match with Wardlow.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
When's that happening?
I think 2 weeks.
weeks.
When's Revolution?
29th.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Oh, 29th of Feb. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it was the Lashes time. So MJF came out his cocky self, and the sound it was making, it was the Wardlow one. The Wardlow one made such a hit. You could hear whelps in the crowd. It was so good. What are your opinions?
What a segment. It were perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Did everything it needed to and more.
It kept Cody as that valiant babyface, didn't it?
I've got no more to say. And then MJF going up the ramp at the end into the crowd. As much as we thought it were a fan attacking him, it were actually
I was going to say, it was not a fan.
It still added to it.
I think it was probably more the way the camera cut away constantly that made it seem like a fan.
They weren't expecting him to go into the audience, so they didn't know what was going to happen.
Fair enough. But I'm usually a hater of these sort of segments. Like, I'm usually like, I'm against, I know it's different, but like the dog food stuff, some things that don't really belong in my wrestling. And I thought lashes were a thing of the past. However,
in WWE they would be, unless it's in like a strap match.
However, this, I don't want to say enjoyed. That's a bit harsh. I don't like seeing Cody get beat up, but you couldn't take your eyes off it. No, I got everything, and it advanced the storyline in a way. Whereas when it first got announced, I thought this is just filler, like in the middle of a week. Whereas it actually advanced storylines, and it probably made people care about it even more, which is hard because MJF is naturally just hated by everyone.
I saw people online complain, "Oh, this wasn't as good as the Fiend Bryan thing," and it was like, it's two different. That was a match.
I would say it one's a match.
Wait, the match or the contract signing with the
match with the strap?
That's nonsense.
Everyone's saying, "Oh, Bryan's Fiends were more." I think it's like, yeah, but he didn't have the emotion that Cody had, where Dustin tried to come in and take it for him. Brandy coming down at the end of the show.
Yeah,
you can't compare them.
For me, it was perfect.
It's like us saying the Casino Battle Royale's not as good as the Rumble. Well, they're different things, so they're probably not.
Like, if you look at the image on the screen
Another
now,
crap match type. Sorry, the Casino Battle Royale. I'm not a fan.
I can't wait for it. They've announced it. They've announced Double or Nothing. Oh, I love the Casino Battle Royale because if you think about it, it is a nice little idea. It's just got. I think the first time it happened, there was just a lot of camera.
Do you know what I think it is for me? Do you remember when it'd be like the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? They'd give entrances to the first 3. 20 had come out all together. The jobbers that they didn't want to give an actual entrance to. They'd all walk down together,
annoys me.
wave into the crowd, and then they'd do the last 2 as well. And so you just sit there and you go, well, it's going to be one of the 5 that you gave an entrance to.
Yeah, it's just like in theory, backstage, how do they come up with who gets entrances? Like, how is it decided?
They just decide. I think they just go, who's the biggest star?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like in kayfabe though. I mean, like, how would they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because, all the jobbers would be aggrieved. They're not just going to go, yeah, you're right, I am a loser. I'm just going to walk out
in a
like
Casino
everyone
Battle
else.
Royal, though, who actually does get an entrance? From what I remember last time, no one did. Because even Jazz was in it, and Jazz didn't get an entrance.
Whoever's last gets an entrance because in the 5 start and then 5 different suits come out.
4 different.
4,
and then the Joker. Yeah, I like that because last year it was Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about all the other people that are good enough to get an entrance. Like a Jazz, for example, who was a shock return.
Yeah.
She just walked out with everyone else waving, and you're like, oh, let me just have a look.
In the Casino Battle Royale, they don't get music for any of them, do they? None of them.
The Joker.
Yeah, the Joker's the only one, which makes sense.
Do the first couple?
First 2 might, yeah. No, they're in the first 2. Yeah, I forgot how it works. It's been a while.
I was going to say, I don't remember. Mm-hmm. But no.
We'll wait and see, because they might have changed it up, they might have not.
Not that it has anything to do with Cody's lashes, which was a great segment.
It was a great segment. Great episode of AEW for me, personally.
Yeah, it was decent.
Yeah. Should we take the trip up to Florida? 4 out of 5. Go much shows out of 5.
Oh, God, I don't want to be an AEW hater.
No, it's fine. Do it.
No, do you know what? 4 out of 5. Yeah, that's probably fine.
I'm going to go 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd go low 4.
Just because of, like, they keep saying Joey Janela was a Met match. The actual, I think some of the matches were meh.
Actually,
after was good.
Do you think this was just an episode that was an average episode until the final bit, actually? I'm looking back through what you've put here, and I'm actually thinking, I've realised what I like. It was Orange Cassidy as a human being.
If you're taking it as a whole, yeah, probably, but it's what people are going to remember. People only remember the main event.
You know what?
The show's only as good as its main event.
I'm going to drop it. I am going to drop it. I'll go with 3.5. But I just, do you know what? if it wasn't for the main event and just Orange Cassidy being a great human being,
It'd be lower.
it'd be lower.
Yeah, I'd go low for it. Just about scrapes in.
Well, should we get the plane over to Florida?
Yes.
Let's
please.
go to Florida,
My
where
favourite thing. of the
NXT
whole week.
happened. The show opened up with the Broserweights coming out in the golf cart with the trophy in the back of it.
God, this was. God, words fail me for how great this
Delightful.
was.
It was great.
Delightful. I love it.
The golf cart is class. It's got LED strips on it, the trophies on it. And it was just, I think it was a typical promo. And then the Undisputed Era came out, because obviously that is a match for NXT. Portland Broserweights versus Thingy.
Broserweights versus Thing.
Yeah, versus the Undisputed Era. I didn't see. So what happened was Roddy Strong, Fish and O'Reilly came out, started talking, and Roddy Strong appeared to whisper something to the Undisputed Era members, and then they just left, which is strange. I'm guessing it meant something on for later on in the show.
It might have been like a.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've paid enough attention to them coming in and on the golf truck, to be honest. It was Pete Dunne's face compared with Matt Riddle just bouncing.
It's brilliant.
It's
It's like
I hope they keep it up for weeks to come.
it's like the best tag team combinations of the two people who just shouldn't fit. Like the Miz and R-Truth initially.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have
The Awesome
worked.
Truth. They were funny.
Who else is there?
It's good though, because it don't lower Pete Dunne. It don't make him look like a joke. It's just
It gets the NXT audience more used to him, I think.
yeah.
Like he's this serious guy.
Like it's not like Tons of Funk when Tenzai went from hard Japanese man to like dressing in lingerie,
And
dancing.
dancing.
Yeah, and when we had a week of Brodus Clay promos telling us he's coming and he's going to be like an earthquake, and then suddenly we all paused. It was like, oh my god, it's going to change the landscape. Funky's on a roll.
It don't lower Pete Dunne at all, which is it just elevates both, man.
And Matt
it's a
Riddle's
beautiful
amazing.
thing.
And as I say, use them against non-tag teams winning tag team Dusty tournaments, because I remember Samoa Joe and Finn Balor did it, which makes me think, how bad are your tag teams? Because there's two people that have never teamed together winning.
I swear, all the previous winners of the Dusty Cup have been non-tag teams.
Last year were Undisputed Era.
Oh, okay, so they're the only one.
But yeah,
I'm pretty confident.
out of 4.
Wait, did not Gargano and Ciampa never win it?
No, Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, AOP,
Oh, the AOP winner.
Era,
Take it back.
Alistair Black and Ricochet,
Yeah.
and then the Broserweight. So there's
So
been
3 out of
three.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss AOP. I remember that 'cause Paul Ellering was in the shark cage.
Paul Ellering also should never
my
have left,
God.
but apparently it was his schedule. That,
Yeah.
like, he couldn't.
So
But anyway,
they've recovered AOP all right, but we'll get on to that.
Sorry, I've just seen the first Dusty Cup ever. Enzo Amore and Big Cass, great. Angelo Dawkins and Sawyer Fulton.
oh my God, Sawyer
Cool.
Fulton. Oh, this was where he was still
That's all right,
doing.
Frankie
He was
C.
still doing that. Do you know, stir the pot thing?
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
time he did a move, it was like, oh no.
Finn
The
Balor,
Curse of
Samoa
Greatness. Angelo Dawkins, The Curse of Greatness. That was his gimmick. Please tell me you remember.
No,
I
I don't remember anything
only
about Angelo
remember,
Dawkins.
I just remember Angelo Dawkins.
Yeah,
doing his
that
little-
was it.
Doing his little
Yeah.
stir the pot.
It's mental looking at all these things. The Lucha Dragons.
I love looking back at old like cards, but not like old cards, just ones from like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Blake and Murphy.
Best of odd villains.
The Ford Villains. Elias Sampson and Tucker Knight.
Wow.
Exactly.
What a team.
That's fantastic.
Elias
Surprisingly,
and
the
Tucker.
Revival beat them.
Unsurprised.
The Hype Bros.
You say that the Revival were jobbers at the time. That was like the Dusty Cup was when they
I love the
emerged.
Revival.
Yeah, because they actually
They were
even when
just-
even when they did the takeover in London, I remember they weren't over that much.
They were
'cause-
just house show talent before it.
yeah,
But they had a
'cause-
good theme song.
no, they faced it. They still do.
So yeah.
They faced Enzo and Cass, and everyone started chanting which one's Dawson, which one's Dash. And then I think it was, "Are you Dawson in disguise?"
Are you Dawson? Are you Dash?
Yeah, that was it. Because no one actually, they hadn't quite got up. This was when people were saying, "This is where Enzo and Cass win the big one,"
Yeah.
and they never did.
You had the Hype Bros versus Alexander Wolf and Noah Kakawa, who is Kona Reeves.
Wait,
Oh.
Noah Potgers? No, what's he called?
Noah
How are you spelling it?
Kakawa.
Not the way you're spelling.
K-E-K-O-A. It's his real name.
Oh, right. No,
This is before I became Kona Reeves.
no memory of
Oh
that.
my god.
Where is Kona Reeves?
Holy shit.
He's been doing a bit on NXT UK, but he's still like jobbing.
Oh.
American Alpha beat Neville and Solomon Crow, who is
Which
Sammy
is
Callahan.
Sammy Callahan, I remember that, yeah.
Baron Corbin and Rhino got to the final. Baron Corbin beat the Ascension. And
should have been our quiz for the week.
he should have been.
Yeah,
DIY
should
beat
not have been our quiz. I would not have got these.
DIY beat Tyler Breeze and Bull Dempsey. What a tag team!
Oh, was this when he was doing bullfit?
Bullfit.
He got
He was awful.
Baron
he was
Corbin
alright.
and Rhino they beat DIY, American Alpha.
That's the two big meaty lads.
It's mental
I like
that.
that team.
I'm going to
But
save the
you're
rest 'cause that was
forgetting
fun to
how
talk about.
good Rhino and Heath Slater were, because they were the first ever SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. Because he's got
they were
kids.
great. He's got kids. So we had the opening promo. Then we had Angel Garza beating Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Angel Garza's working double
Angel-
time.
He is.
Get double
Garza.
pay.
He's getting paid double here.
I was going to say.
There aren't enough words to describe that man.
It's amazing.
He's star quality. Swerve's cool, but
I like Swerve.
ain't quite Angel Garza.
Mm-hmm.
No, he ain't got the
Um,
chaps.
Cool. Yeah.
Garza beat him, and then
It
he
was-
called out Jordan Devlin.
Good match. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Dominic Dijakovic beat Killian. I forgot Killian.
Yeah.
Beat Killian Dane.
What was it? Feast
Feet your eyes. I love Dominic
Love
Dijakovic.
him.
He's
However,
all right.
I'd rather have a triple threat with Damien Priest rather than the one-on-one we're getting.
I'd rather have a fatal forward with Killian Dane
I'd-
because I love Killian
I
Dane.
don't
Big
get it with
Damo.
Killian Dane.
It's Big Damo.
I'm
Oh.
not bothered.
Do you know what the thing is? I think that the problem, not the problem with Killian Dane is, he's a big man that can do non-big man things, but there's so many of them
like,
nowadays.
I know he's. I ain't saying he ain't a good wrestler, and he's a fine promo and character, but there are some wrestlers that just don't do it for you, and he's one of them.
It was better Insanity.
When you've got Keith Lee on your roster doing kind of similar things,
Yeah.
I know there's a
And
difference
he's not
between
hairy.
Keith Lee, who's just cool, and like Damien Priest, who was in Damien Priest, Killian Dane, who like grew up in
No,
like
keep talking about Damien
grew
Priest.
up in the Troubles, and they are very different. But in terms of what they do in the ring, they are quite similar.
Mm-hmm. Then Mercedes Martinez faced Casey Catanzaro.
She's back.
She came back in the Battle Royale, I
She
think.
did,
Yeah.
She's been back about 3 times now.
But my thing was they gave her a video package this time,
Really?
like a video package. talking
Maybe they're
about
trying
her
to rebuild her.
American
Maybe
Ninja.
they've brought
Yeah,
her
so they
back.
went out and got beat by Mercedes
Yeah,
Martinez.
Maybe they brought her back in the absence of Tainara Conti. Ooh,
Oh, that
news.
was. Have you heard
You
about
got
that?
this.
No.
She's walked out on a contract.
Who was Tainara
She's
Conti?
cleared her locker and everything.
Do you know
Yeah.
the Brazilian one?
They
Do you know who
think-
she is?
No,
Do you not know Tainara Conti?
I'll let you explain
no, I
what
genuinely don't.
She's cool.
Sure, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Has she been in a battle royal before?
yeah, she would have. She were in the
she's done
Mae Young
quite a few
Classic.
singles
She's-
matches.
She's done a lot.
Right, no, I don't think I know.
All right.
Anyways, yeah,
was
she
it
were in
the
NXT.
second Mae Young Classic, or has there only been one?
Yeah, I think she were both.
She's done both, and she's done. I'm sure she's done one at women's battle royals. At
Yeah.
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
I think I'd have seen her in a battle royal before.
Yeah, but apparently she had issues with the officials, so she just walked out.
With officials?
Not like
The higher-
referees, probably
Yeah,
like the
sorry.
higher ups.
Sorry.
No, she didn't like Drake Wirtz.
I was gonna
But-
say, I kicked out you absolute.
So yeah, Mercedes Martinez getting another win. Not surprising over Casey
Cool.
Catanzaro.
Yeah. Nice.
Tommaso Ciampa has really showed he has no problem taking on the era by himself. Shayna Conor and the Brothers enter Full Sail to provide backup for the Black Hat, who have been taking it to the NXT champion Adam Cole. And so the Undisputed Era came. I'm guessing maybe Cole and Ciampa were brewing. That's why Roddy Strong said, "Save yourself for later." So the Undisputed Era
these
being
teams kind of ran the show.
it-
Really, it was like a running storyline throughout
It
the
were a
whole
good
show.
setup for the main event, and then
Yeah.
just have William Regal come out and say, "Settle it tonight." Or
In
whatever.
War
six-
Games.
in a,
It was like-
6-man.
It was like, your feuds are out of control. Settle it tonight when they've got a pay per view on.
In War Games.
That's
like
what
this week.
That's what a GM should be. He should have to only come out when it's a situation with the brawl like that.
Oh yeah, I
He don't
get it,
come out
but it's
often
like
though,
it's,
does Regal?
whatever happened in the main event, it was never going to be the end of the feuds because they're
No.
all just going at it again in
Mhm.
like 10 days.
Literally.
Then we had the NXT Cruiserweight Champion Jordan Devlin beating Tyler Breeze, I love Tyler Breeze, is amazing.
Oh, I feel sad for T Breezy.
I do, but I think
love
he's
Tyler
I think
Breeze.
he's more happy in it. I think he'd rather lose in NXT than on the main roster.
He would, but I don't know. I just
I
thought
think
it was gonna be a
Fandango
bit
got
higher
injured
up.
again, hasn't he? I think.
He's one of them where I hope one time he can go after the North American title.
Yeah.
I,
I think
don't
that-
think he'll be back at the top.
No, I think he'll stay in NXT until he leaves.
Devlin's a top boy though, isn't he?
But
Devlin side's an elite finisher.
Angel Garza called out Jordan Devlin. Why didn't he just go see him?
Yeah,
He's right in the building.
come on.
It's not how wrestling works.
If you but I was going to say, it's like, do you remember when Alistair Black was in his room?
But it does make sense.
Literally,
yeah, you
Angel
do.
Garza can go,
I did think that at the time.
Yeah.
Why don't you just come out?
Jordan Devlin, I'm calling you out. So I'm just going to stand there and wait for you actually, because your match is coming up soon.
I'm in the parking lot. Come on, let's.
If he just stood there an extra
We'll go park him
30
up.
minutes, he would have had him walking out during his entrance.
It was a good
Just
match,
goes
though,
take
eh?
a seat. It was a decent match. I watched this one. It was okay. I just do feel sorry for Tyler Breeze. Again,
Yeah, but
you have to put your champion over, and Jordan Devlin is great. I just can't get into because the whole thing with it is like Finn Balor. And I can't unsee
they're
it.
different people.
I know, but I
it's
can't unsee it
fine.
now.
My issue is with Tyler Breeze, they should have pulled the trigger on him being a champion when he first was there.
Yeah.
Because they called him up too soon, and because Vince doesn't get the gimmick, which, by the way, in NXT, that was my favourite gimmick. And
Yeah,
now my favourite gimmick's Velveteen Dream, so you can tell where my gimmick's.
I don't think I've ever been as excited for a main roster call than what Tyler Breeze.
Same.
And with hindsight, that sounds insane.
He wrestled Jushin Thunder Liger.
But like when they put him in a feud with Ziggler and paired him with Summer Rae, and you could just you knew it were going downhill.
Because I bet Vince just looked at him and goes, "Oh my God, you're a reasonably attractive blonde man. Let's put you with Ziggler, who I believe is a reasonably attractive."
He's not a big lad though, is
I'm
he?
going for the Ziggler hair.
Big,
I've
meaty
decided.
man.
Oh, I like Ziggler.
I'm going to go for it. Then we had the NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair took out Charlotte Flair. Bianca Belair made this segment.
She's brilliant.
So you
Of
had the
course
two.
she did.
You had the two alpha. You had the two alpha women of Flair and Ripley just sort of talking, going at it, and Belair's just in the background, just being sassy. Oh, she was incredible here. I'm not a fan of her matches, but her character I love.
Didn't Charlotte like pie face her?
She did.
Yeah.
She did that thing where like.
See, I think Bianca Belair puts on the best matches.
I like Bianca Belair and the matches.
in NXT. I'm
Royal Rumble maybe come round to her.
really looking forward to Sunday.
And that's what Royal Rumbles are for, see? That's a good thing with the Royal Rumble.
Sunday? What's happening Sunday?
Takeover.
Takeover.
Is this Sunday?
Yeah, Portland. It's not on the Saturday. It's on the Sunday.
It's on the
I
Sunday.
didn't know this Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be fun.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, exactly.
It takes
yeah.
place on my
It's the
birthday.
go home show this week.
Ah.
So I get
Ooh.
to celebrate by watching NXT Takeover.
Ah, that's pretty decent actually.
Even though it's at
um,
like 12, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is obviously teasing who Charlotte going to choose. Is looking ever more likely it's going to be Ripley. obviously,
will be,
with Raw.
But, well, this is more... Did Bianca come out on Raw?
No,
No,
Bianca.
but we need. Charlotte said she wasn't gonna. Did she say on Raw that she wasn't gonna decide who she was gonna choose until after Sunday because Belair might win?
Yeah.
So
She's
hopefully
not.
We'll get
Yeah,
a decision.
what an awful thing to
She
say.
might.
Like, imagine... I don't know if I like that, because maybe I'm reading too much into it, but if she sits there and goes, I'll decide after Sunday, because if Belair wins, I'll probably change my mind. It's a bit...
It's a bit nah. Yeah,
It's a bit.
I get it.
But then also that gives away who's going to win. I know.
Oh.
No,
I
you
don't
don't.
know.
I've got an idea.
I say I'm backing Belair. I don't think she'll win, but I'm not gonna rule her out.
I'm going to say Belair's going to win, but Charlotte still wants Ripley. Ripley wants the belt. Triple threat, Mania, Charlotte, Belair, Ripley.
Or you just don't do it for a title. You just have Charlotte versus Rhea. It doesn't have to be for a title.
They wouldn't know because then they'd have to have the actual title. Oh, you wouldn't have to have the NXT title and thingy, would you?
No, I know, but
Do you call Rhea Ripley now, though?
Vince loves the title.
I think Vince
I
loves
actually want Ripley to retain because she's not been champion that long.
No.
And I love Bianca, but what is annoying me about Bianca at the moment is every time she gets a title shot, she gets it when the champion is the least likely to win.
She
lose.
gets it when the champion's really hot,
Shayna.
like on top form.
Ember.
Yeah, literally. I feel bad for Belair because she's always in that spot where...
I'm not sure how she bounces back from another loss.
Yeah, do you know?
She have to go up.
She's literally known as a viable challenger.
Yeah,
That's it.
I believe Bianca.
I'm sure she's
She
really
can do it.
happy.
And then we did have the main event with Tommaso Ciampa and the Broserweights fought to a no contest against the Undisputed Era. The match again was good, but I think it doesn't have anything on the ending.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
So I think last week they had the date of this week's show. 5 whatever what were the date? It was Wednesday, so it would have been 02 5 20.
The American way.
The American way. And everyone's like, well, that's quite elegant, right? And it could be Dream, but Dream's supposed to be out for another like 3 months, 2 months.
Well, when they did a teaser last week on NXT, didn't they? Where
Yeah,
it
with the
just said
date.
the date, and then the date popped up on the big screen,
And
it
everyone
had, like the 3 glasses.
And then they just formed together.
But I don't know whether it'd have been more effective to just do lights out, lights on their ears, because it just kind of gave.
No, because the Dream's elegant, so he wants this big show. And then when he came up, didn't he? He was on the top rope.
Yeah, he was.
And he just with the
he was,
purple
he
rim.
was posing on the top rope because It's Dream.
I don't know how he's come back so quick. Weren't he supposed to be out for like another
Because
3?
I don't actually know how long
he's the
he went to
nowadays
out
John Cena.
It's the second coming of John Cena.
Oh no, don't, because it'll make me hate him. But no, I this is my favourite segment of the week by far, just because I love
for.
Velveteen
Oh,
Dream.
do you think?
I love Velveteen Dream that much.
So,
Fair
what
enough.
do you think's going to happen? Like with this? So, pardon me, sorry. So you've got Roddy Strong's not in a match at Portland, is there?
Nope.
Do you think we'll get a last minute Dream Roddy match? Because Roddy interjected himself.
There's already
Like,
6 matches.
yeah, I suppose.
That's already one more than normal.
I think they'll just build to the
They
next
might.
one.
Where does Dream go now, though? Does he go after Roddy?
They might do Roddy, but they might do it as a dark match. And
Maybe,
just
yeah.
put it on the
Or
week after.
NXT, yeah.
Yeah.
I want him to
But
go
that'd be a bit flat,
Cole.
wouldn't it?
Cole.
because
Do you think Cole's winning?
it's the only title that I believe he can go for now, because he's already been North American champion. He was a great North American champion.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a run with the belt.
I
No,
wouldn't
mate.
have put him back with Roddy Strong.
I don't know,
Because
because
he had like the family's tights on these.
oh, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
That
Oh, did you
was-
see his Instagram
oh.
as well?
No.
Uh,
Don't think I follow him.
is Marina Shafir posed, and I think she's doing like something that resembles Velveteen Dream, and it was just a picture of her saying she knows.
Oh my!
Oh,
Do you what did he have on his back as well? Call me up, Marina, or something
Yeah.
like that. Oh, he's
got-
just the best.
He's got a good game.
He's the best.
he understands character.
He's cool.
Yeah. However, one thing that I wish we'd explored more was Dream vs Breeze, because I remember because he came up on thing and he went, when you put your number on the back of the pants and no one calls, get it, you're not wanted.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. Absolutely
I
brilliant.
think that could be one that could go in the future. Like Dream beats Strong convincingly, then that's got your Undisputed Era ties sort of, because they could go, you haven't won yet. You haven't won in a while.
I do want him to win the title before he gets called up, because I don't know about you.
We don't
two.
do call-ups anymore. It's a third
Sorry,
brand.
call across. I don't know about you two, but the way Tyler Breeze got treated, I've got a feeling Dream's going to go the same way, because Vince is just that type of person.
Oh, if he goes main Raw...
I think Triple H has got a vouch that he can pull, and then he'll pull it for Dream.
Yeah, I think Triple H would really
I think he'll
pitch
let
behind him.
I think he'll let Gargano and like Dijakovic, as much as they're good. I think if they go to main roster, he'll sort of wouldn't vouch for him as much as Dream.
Oh no, I think
Does he
Triple
work-
H should go for Gargano. I don't think he would.
Does he work to a bigger audience? Do you know, like, because obviously Full Sail's a small crowd, and everyone's like,
in Dream? Well,
Yeah.
everyone works on the takeover stage.
yeah, but they're the die-hard.
I get it.
NXT
He won't
fans.
work on main
Would it
roster
work on main roster?
because
No.
they
problem.
wouldn't give him the promos time. They wouldn't give him the VT time that NXT's got.
I just think people would be confused as to what he is.
However, pretty much he's Prince. Let's be fair. He's pretty.
Yeah.
His,
I mean,
his finisher's called Purple
I
Rain.
still don't really know what he's cool.
do you know what? My
But
thing
what-
is, I don't know what he is, but I absolutely love
Yeah,
it.
if I was asked to describe his gimmick, I don't know what I'd say.
Sexy boy.
Just like elegant man.
He's Prince.
He's Prince, but he's very similar to kind of Gold Dust in
Rick
early
Rude.
Gold Dust.
Yeah.
Bit of Rick Rude. He's egotistical, overly sexual, brilliant wrestler.
But what was everyone's thoughts on the show? Rating out of 5?
5 because of the ending.
Oh, hang on, you can't give 5 because of the ending, but then knock down AEW because it wasn't that good of a show.
I'm going to give
overall.
both shows
You
4.
can't be doing that.
You can because it's Velveteen Dream.
I think I'd give this a higher 4,
No,
just because of the opening.
realistically 3.5
the golf cart.
with the ending
Yeah.
5.
I'll give both shows 4.
But I'd like to give Pete Dunne and Red on the golf cart a 6.
See, you can't judge it on its
What
opening.
we'll do as well, we'll get predictions for NXT Portland this week, and we'll discuss them next week. So I'll go start with Kieran, Simon, and me. Rhea Ripley versus
Right, here we
Rhea
go.
Ripley versus Bianca Belair. Kieran,
Sadly, Rhea Ripley.
Simon.
Not sadly, because I do
Can
want it to fish out.
Oh, come on, you gotta make it quick.
Rhea Ripley.
Oh, he's gone for it. Wow, I'm going for Ripley as well.
I heard a soundbite earlier
Pains
of
me
him
to
saying,
say
I
it.
believe Bianca. No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. He's gone for it. I'm going for Ripley as well. Kieran, Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano, but have you put on it? Was it last week that these two did their interaction over the phone, or was it this week? Do you know on this screen?
This week.
Where Gargano cut the promo.
You didn't believe put that on there?
No,
I thought that was
weren't on
relatively
Sorry, it went on
important.
the recap.
Oh, the way he spoke about him was amazing.
Yeah, that was cool, though, wasn't it?
When
oh
is that?
my god!
I want the Finn Balor who was dominating NXT,
Yeah.
not the one who was losing to Bobby Lashley 17 times in a row or something.
Absolutely brilliant. But I think Johnny Gargano.
I think we all know why he lost 17 times to Bobby Lashley. I think it was because Lashley had Leo Rush as his manager.
Oh, for God's sake. Have you seen Leo? He's just been tweeting, Lashley, talk to me, call me.
Don't put him back with Lashley.
No.
I don't know.
Who's winning?
Balor.
Balor or Gargano? Balor. Just because he's more newer. The Era, so Fish and O'Reilly versus the Broserweights, Riddle and Dunn.
The Broserweights.
Broserweights.
Oh,
The lads, I can't believe I'm backing against the Undisputed Era.
the Undisputed Era
it's
due to
happening.
shenanigans.
I think this is just the death of, not the death of the Undisputed
No,
Era,
no.
but they're all losing the
prophecy of
titles
gold.
bar one.
Roddy comes out. Oh no. Broserweights, Roddy comes out, Dream stops.
Oh, go on then.
Um,
More Dream.
so everyone's gone, Broserweights.
Yep.
Adam Cole versus Tommy Champs.
Cool.
Is it? Have they got this the wrong way around? Because
Yeah.
surely that's the main event.
Yeah, but
But,
they're confirmed.
I'm going to go with Adam Cole as well.
Cool. You know what? Ciampa.
This is a tough one to call. This.
Oh.
I'll go for a shock.
No, this is. I don't think it'd be a shock
He
because
wants
he's been
Goldie
champion
back.
forever. Well, it feels
Cole,
like
yeah.
Cole, yeah.
I'll go for Ciampa. Dakota Kai versus Tegan Knox in a street fight.
Kotak. Whoa, who won in the match on NXT?
Tegan Knox due to shenanigans.
Dakota Kai.
Yeah, they love a 50-50 Dakota Kai.
Tegan Knox. Go different. Finally, Keith Lee versus Dominic Dijakovic.
Damien Priest.
Okay.
Um,
I'm registering that as an official
Yeah,
pick.
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee. He's not dropping it this early. So that was NXT.
Is it for the title?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know,
not.
I don't know why I thought it wouldn't be. Oh yeah, it's Keith Lee then.
He's not dropping it this early.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Well, that was NXT AW. Who won this week? I think it was a draw for me.
Yeah, it is a draw, but
It is a
if
draw.
you have to pick one, it's.
AEW.
No, I'm not. I can't do
We'll
it.
say draw. We'll say
And-
draw.
Yeah, NXT were the better show, but the Cody Lashley segment
Was
was
more emotional.
Yeah,
I think that is kind of the way it's running, though.
it's
I think NXT is consistently the better show, but AEW has standout moments.
yeah, that's
Like
that's
segments or be it matches or
about
stuff like
right.
Mm-hmm. Well,
A big W for both shows.
big W. Eat the dub.
that. I swear to God, honestly, if I could only watch Wednesdays, I would. Like, because I enjoy Monday Night Raw and SmackDown and stuff like that. But I tell you what, NXT and AEW are just knocking it out of the park.
They are. Well, we'll go on to the nice little news segment, just little bits that we've missed this week. So, first one is the Revival. It's rumoured that they turned down a $700K a year contract renewal.
Don't blame them.
I'd take the money personally, but I know that's not what.
They
what
really
matters
want
to them.
They really want to
If
wrestle.
he was as passionate as they was, you
Yeah,
like, I guess.
all power to him.
Yeah, fair play to him. And then piece of breaking news from more or less today, but yesterday, sort of broke overnight. Simone Johnson, the daughter of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson,
Samoan Johnson.
she's sort of officially signed with WWE now. I know she's like sort of friends with a lot of the wrestlers, but she's officially training now. She's the first ever fourth generation superstar.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm just trying to think.
Good luck to her. I can't wait to see
it's
her get
going to be
beat by
her
Bianca
v
Belair.
Charlotte Flair for years to
I
come.
mean, we talk about the first fourth generation. We're forgetting Monroe Sky in the Fiend segment.
Yeah, she great actor.
Is she fourth generation?
Yeah,
George.
George.
A wrestler.
George. No, he was.
Oh yeah,
Yes, he was.
He can't be fourth.
Yes, he was. George was a wrestler.
So yeah, they're just nice little Simone Johnson. Again, she started The Rock. She's probably going to have some natural talent. It'll be interesting if they're going to do the Charlotte Flair thing with her.
They probably will.
I think they have to, because everyone knows her.
And it's just
They'll
gonna.
do it, but I don't want to see it.
Oh, first they'll face Tamina because Tamina is Jimmy's.
Tamina.
I think they'll just go through her daughter.
I take that back. Actually, I can't say I don't want to see it when I have no idea what she's going to be like. But it's just the thought of anyone facing Charlotte Flair at this point. I'm just not
Do
bothered.
you think?
Don't like Charlotte.
Because Charlotte came up and she did the woo and stuff. She's kind of created her own character now, but do you know, like she always does the woo.
Yeah,
Please don't tell me they're gonna get Simone to do the if you smell.
I'd be alright if she does the eyebrow and
What,
the
the
elbow.
Pebbles cooking?
She can have a move set, but yeah, I don't want like the catchphrases.
Oh no, I just don't think there was one Rock. He was the Rock for a reason.
Yeah,
could
be
be.
different.
Fairness, there is only one Ric Flair.
Yeah, otherwise she's
But the way
just
she
a bit of a
did it-
tribute act, isn't she?
I remember she did used to be though. Do you remember when he used to be a manager and he kissed Becky Lynch? That was creepy.
That was weird.
That was
But Johnson has said
times.
it means the world to me to know that my family has such a personal connection to wrestling is real special to me, and I feel grateful to have the opportunity not only to wrestle but to carry on a legacy. Triple H says Simone Johnson's unbridled passion and incredible drive has earned her a coveted spot training with the elite athletes from around the world at the WWE Performance Center, said Paul Triple H Levesque.
This comes a week or so after her granddad passed, sadly,
Which is a
Rocky
shame.
Johnson. But it is nice to see they do want to kind of invest in the bloodline.
Continue the lineage.
Yeah, it's fair enough because that is one talented bloody family.
I'll be honest, I thought she were already signed because when you see from her Instagram and from his Twitter and stuff, she's already mates with a lot of the wrestlers anyway.
Aye, but to be fair, when your dad's The Rock, I feel like
Yeah,
people will be
probably would
rubbing shoulders going, "Hey, you're all right.
You're the Rock
Simone,
kid.
can we come round to your house? Is Daddy Rocky round?"
Is Dwayne in?
It's Dwayne. Oh my god.
Is Dwayne home?
Definitely.
But we'll go into SmackDown now. The show opened up
Please
with
don't. I made that exact joke last week.
the show opened up with the Dirty Sheet with Miz and Morrison, but they were interrupted several times through the show. So first of all, Kofi and Kingston interrupted, and so also did the Usos.
Kofi and Kingston.
Oh God, Big E and Kofi. That's
Kofi and Langston. Biggie Langston.
I remember. And then, so then the Usos came out and they were just confident about the match between Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, who was still a tag team.
The only thing I remember about the Miz and Morrison section, wasn't there a bit with George in it? George Mizani.
Yeah, they did a trailer.
Get
an
in there,
Oscars
George.
parody.
Yeah, I only skipped over this briefly, so I didn't see the George Miz bit.
He's
but I
not
did
going
hear
away.
about it.
He's coming back with his fighter pose.
Oh, George Mizanin was genuinely some of the best TV
I love
for a
it.
while.
Miz versus Shayna were really good.
partner.
They basically parodied Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And then they would just be in the typical self, just being pricks, laughing at their own jokes. Oh, John Laurinaitis there. Just laughing at their own jokes. But yeah, they set up the match between the Usos, Dolph Ziggler, and Robert Roode.
It's a good way to ease Morrison in, but I don't want him to lose his... Because when he came... Well, he was never hot, actually, when he came back. Because they brought him back coming through a door saying Miz is busy.
No Robert Roode mustache means it gets a thumbs down from me. we're 10 months on and I'm still waiting.
You're still salty about that?
Yeah.
You want the moustache? I prefer the beard. Beard's
Oh,
well nicer.
no. That Rick Rude...
No,
Oh.
the moustache. The beard.
Oh, no. The Rick Rude just stops there. Brilliant stuff.
No. Yeah, so simple match. Usos won. Went on to Elias. Beat Cesaro.
Thrilling.
I actually... Do you know what? This is the thing. Right. I'm going to defend it in one thing. If this leads to a mini feud, because both people need a feud massively. Elias... All I remember him ever doing is coming out with a guitar getting beat up.
Yeah, but
Cesaro hasn't been on TV in forever. They need... I don't think they need each other, but they do need a feud to get people get on board with. Elias can lose the feud because Elias
Can lose.
can lose everything.
And it doesn't matter. He'll
Yeah,
still be
But
funny. and
Cesaro
popular.
needs something as well.
It's unfortunate.
What do you think, Sam?
Is Cesaro in that stable with Zayn and Nakamura?
Yeah. So
Supposedly.
Zayn came out and said he
So-
didn't want to hear any of the music anymore.
Maybe Elias might get back up and then it turns into a
Rumour.
6-man maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's Super Show. Oh no,
No, we've got the.
Are they in the to wake trophy?
They are not 'cause it's a Raw. Oh, yeah, it's Raw only. I
Wait,
think.
who would it be? Sammy, Cesaro, Shinsuke versus Elias, Braun, and who?
Oh, you put Braun in there.
Apollo.
Well, yeah, because Braun took it off Shinsuke.
Apollo.
Yeah, why not? Bring Apollo back.
Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can see him. He's coming back soon. Roman Reigns attacked King Corbin after Corbin humiliated a WWE fan. He poured his drink all over a fan. It was quite funny. I'll be honest, I laughed.
Why is it carrying on?
Ah,
This was over.
I love it. I just wanted to get stupider and stupider.
I'm glad you enjoyed
They
it.
have a swamp match next, but you can only win by climbing a tree. Like, it's just something stupid.
Have they got a steel cage match at Super Showdown?
Yep.
Corbin's definitely winning.
Really?
No, he's not.
Yeah, they're gonna take. They can't have Reigns go 3-0.
They can, and they probably
Oh yeah,
will.
they can, but
Wait, did he win the first one?
yeah. Oh no, Corbin won at TLC.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
take
Oh,
it
they
back.
won one.
It's one all.
got
Oh,
to
this is a
settle
grudge
it.
match. Oh, makes sense.
No, they're not
then,
the
doesn't it?
2-1.
Are they? Why
Because
did they have a
Reigns
match?
won last week to get the dog food.
Oh God.
Oh, so it's 2-1.
Or is it 2-2 because Corbin beat him the first time to get Reigns in the dog food?
Best of 7.
Do you know what? The thing was, right, I remember when Sheamus and Cesaro did one, but they were both good enough wrestlers to get it over.
They also made one of the best tag teams.
Reigns and Corbin.
The
tag
Bar!
Oh my God, that's it. The Regal Dogs. Or the Royal Dogs.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's brilliant. It's coming.
Oh, no.
No.
Samoan slaughterhouse.
Quick question, though. How are we getting from this travesty of a feud to Roman challenging, realistically, The Fiend within a month and a bit?
Don't have a clue.
Is Roman going to challenge The Fiend in a month?
I mean, that'd be Vince's. That'd be Vince's, like...
There's no one else on the
I
roster.
think he'll just go straight from it. I think he'll just go.
Oh, great.
He'll win the Elimination Chamber.
Elimination. He will as well. I don't
That's
wanna see
awful.
it. I like him as well. Well, let's get away from Smelly
Can't
Roman.
wait for Elimination Chamber.
I love
I do
Elimination
love
Chamber.
What a
Elimination
show.
Chamber.
We'll get away from Smelly Roman and Smelly Corbin to Goldberg had the Universal title and called out The Fiend, and then The Fiend
Yes.
produced one of the funniest Firefly Funhouses ever.
I loved it.
Oh, just the fact Goldberg going for the title. Music to my ears.
Really like him.
Let's just say no, but let's just say how silly we can get with it. I want to watch the world burn if Goldberg wins.
He's not winning. He's not.
Imagine though.
No.
Reigns versus Goldberg will sell more WrestleManias than Reigns versus Fiend.
But I'm sorry, you also have to look at I'm sorry, The Fiend is your most intriguing character. I swear to
I
God,
like the Fiend, but
I may have switched off wrestling if it wasn't for The Fiend.
Fastlane 2017. Kevin Owens was the Universal Champion,
it was.
and Goldberg squashed him.
But we knew we were leading to Goldberg Brock because it was all over
Let
dirt sheet.
it be noted that it's the exact same time of year, isn't it? Because Fastlane are in February.
No,
This is February.
it's not happening. The Fiend is going to get a jackhammer. He's going to get a spear. He's going to kick out at 1.
I see. That's the alternative that I think.
He's going to kick out at 1. He's going to get a jackhammer and a spear. He'll kick out at 2. He's going to go for a spear and he's just going to arm down his
I think it'll be
throat.
jackhammered.
No, because it's hard to reverse a
they've got
jackhammer
it's
into
not
a
Sister Rabbit,
mandible
it's
claw.
Claw.
That's what I was trying to think of, a way to get into a mandible claw.
Will Goldberg be that up for just
Yeah,
jobbing? Like,
Yeah, look
that
at his
in-
final match.
yeah.
Last
I was gonna
match
say,
he
to get over anything with The Undertaker, he'll do it.
No, the last match he had was Ziggler at SummerSlam.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm talking like the last one he had at Super Showdown.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, but that wasn't jobbing, though. That was just like...
No, we're just talking about how bad it is. He needs to put on a good
Okay.
show.
Yeah, and he'll
Yeah.
get that with Wyatt.
Oh, so you think he's just looking for redemption as
Yeah.
opposed to
Yeah,
a win?
yeah.
Oh, all right, yeah, I can get... I might be going a bit more behind Wyatt now, but this has got to be Goldberg's last match.
It was great. So Goldberg screams, "You're next," and an unfazed Wyatt said, "Well, that wasn't very nice." Then just ground let me in. It's the ending where he's going, "Bye, Bill. Bye, Bill. I'll see you soon, Bill."
My worry is he facing The Fiend or is he facing Bray?
He'll face the Fiend.
He is facing the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. So I think he's the Fiend.
Good,
Ooh,
because...
no, either in Saudi Arabia. I
Wait,
don't
no,
know.
The Fiend was at the last Saudi show, wasn't he?
Where?
he beat Rollins, where he won the title.
Yeah.
Crown Jewel.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
whether I'd allow a bit because it's a bit.
Are you joking? If there was one country that'd allow him... Forget it, I'm not going into it.
Then we had Daniel Bryan beating Heath. No, what are people's opinion on Goldberg thing?
I love it.
You love it, and you love it as
yeah,
well.
I'm up for it.
Then we had Daniel Bryan defeating Heath Slater. So there were a backstage encounter. Heath Slater tried to sympathise with Bryan for his loss to The Fiend. But his pure choice of words basically made Bryan have a match with him, and Bryan just beat him.
Yes.
Quite simple.
Heath
What do you mean,
Slater
yes?
Heath Slater on
I love Heath Slater.
TV. That's
Heath
what I like to
Slater's
see.
amazing.
I can't wait for the Daniel Bryan comeback. Like, do you know, like he's trying to get back to... I feel like this loss really damaged him as a character. Not in terms of me, like his view of it, but internally.
Yeah.
Like, I think because wasn't there a video package of him in the shower, like with all the marks on the back and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm excited to see where Daniel Bryan goes.
Oh, I've just realised there's something that's been left off this on the SmackDown list here. That was actually my highlight of the week, but I'll come on to it at the end.
Okay.
I'm sure you can guess.
Then we had Shinsuke Nakamura sent a message to new Intercontinental Champion Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman prevailed over Shinsuke last week when he won the title. Strowman came out and cut a promo. He got interviewed by Renee Young, which I was like, oh, that's
nice to see.
Welcome
it's just
back.
weird. It's just weird to see Renee Young doing interviews.
Yeah.
But he was interrupted by Nakamura and Sami Zayn this time, and he the critic of critics, I'm guessing that's Sami Zayn,
Yes, it is. The critic.
railed against the Monster Among Men and promised that he and Nakamura would use their resources right and cue the revival attack. Strowman. Obviously, revival are going to be hopefully leaving, so I'm guessing this is sort of a way to not squash them, but Strowman fought back and sort of squashed them thingy. But then Nakamura came in and Kinshasa'd him, and then he did it again, and then left.
How can you have a stable with Cesaro, Shinsuke, and Sami Zayn, and
League
me
of
not be
Nations
interested? And me not be interested at all?
I'm interested
It's
because
some going. I have naught to add to this. It's shrug of the shoulders, nice.
I like the reason why it happened. Cesaro had nothing, so Sami went to the higher ups and went, "I want Cesaro in my stable," and they went, "Okay, sure."
I know, but
It gets him on
they
TV.
lose every week. They literally lose every week.
I know.
Sammy doesn't wrestle.
They're
I know.
nothing
It's
special.
maybe he's injured.
They lose every week.
They do. That's the thing.
And
Braun,
then-
you're absolutely nothing, mate.
Then we have the return of Apollo Crews. Sheamus beat him.
Fantastic.
Sheamus beat him.
Apollo Crews on my TV. That's a thumbs up. Can you tell I like my jobbers?
You love the job.
just something about
Poor Apollo.
It's
I
like
thought
a
we were
big
on Raw.
return, but it isn't.
I thought we were on Raw, so I showed what I know. After the bout, Shorty G stormed the ring to mix up with his former rival, and he got bro kicked.
Yeah,
Nothing happened.
fine.
He just got. What was the point of him running out
Sheamus marches on. I don't know.
together? He's a Liverpool
No,
fan.
isn't that a lead song, mate?
Same thing. And then we had the main event. Carmella beating Dana Brooke, Naomi and Alexa Bliss to win a future SmackDown Women's Championship opportunity. I don't like doing that.
Wrong.
Oh, what a weird main event.
Wrong winner.
It's for next week as well, which I don't understand.
Because they probably can't do it at
I
Super
thought
Showdown.
it was going to be for Super Showdown, and it's not.
It's not a main event though. Like
Well, Carmella Bailey, yeah, it is. Don't know what you're
no,
talking about.
but no, like this match.
No.
Carmella hasn't been
No,
seen for weeks, has she? Dana Brooke.
it is though. If you look at the show, there's nothing else on there I would rather have main evented.
What,
Yes.
the Goldberg segment with Wyatt
They won't end it on a
as a
thing.
video package.
No, because if Bill was in the
Raise
arena,
Corbin.
if Bill was in the arena, then yeah.
I'd have still thought they'd have gone with that.
No, out of all of them though, because Goldberg he was only via satellite in his garage.
Yeah,
He couldn't even make it to the show, so no.
I guess.
The finish came where Alexa Bliss went to hit a Twisted Bliss on Naomi. Naomi got the knees up, hit the rear view, super kick to Naomi, and then she won. So first of all, she pinned Naomi, who's just returned.
Exactly.
Carmella thing, and now she's facing Baylor.
The rear view might be one of the worst moves in wrestling.
She just uses her ass to hit him.
Is that Naomi?
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Ah,
It's like Asuka. But for some reason,
Oh,
Asuka
I
seems
hate
more.
Yeah, but
Asuka.
Asuka's is a hip attack.
Asuka seems more scary than Naomi's.
I prefer Naomi's to Asuka's.
Naomi's is just a star jump. Asuka actually runs into him.
Like she
Excuse
puts a
me, it's a
whip on it.
backward star jump to nail that. You know.
I could do a backward star jump.
I know, but to nail it where you need, like, imagine it was against like a minimal target. I think you'd struggle.
Baylor, who was at ringside for the match, immediately pounced and drove the Princess of Staten Island face first into the canvas.
I think who's facing Bailey at Mania? Who do you think?
I've lost track of
The
what's
silence
going
says
on.
everything.
Who's
Exactly.
what, right. Charlotte's
Naomi.
got Ripley. Becky's got
Shayna.
Shayna. We'll come on to that. And Bailey's got
Naomi.
Sasha, if she returns.
Sasha. Yeah. Sasha.
Bianca.
Apparently she's injured again.
Bianca. Yeah. Let's get
no.
Bianca.
I
up.
think it'll be.
It'll be Sasha
It'll
again.
be, I'm hoping it's Sasha. I'm not even a fan of them both, but
Sasha.
I'd rather it be Sasha.
Will be Naomi.
Alright, episode of SmackDown, quite boring, but they did. What was the thing that we missed out?
Otis's preparation
Oh.
for
we
his
did miss
date.
out Otis's preparation.
Love Otis. It's next week.
my.
It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but just that he's just doing sit-ups and he's lifting the weights, and
No,
then
it's not next week. It's this week. It's coming up.
Yeah, this week coming, sorry.
Tucker tells him to put down the weights and gives him a crate like a barrel. And Otis is just lifting the barrel, and then he puts on like he's just in like he's like little tight pants and he's just got like a bow tie on.
I love Otis.
And then they go to like a practice dinner date, and Otis just knocks over the table because he's just so thick. It's one of my. He's so
They're great,
good.
aren't they? They're absolutely
I
class.
just love Otis.
Not they, just Otis.
Oh, no, Tucky's nice. Tucky.
He's all right, but Otis makes.
If
the
they were
tag team.
to go the separate ways, one would go far and the other
Tucker. Because Otis had just become a joke.
Very, very.
That Bill Tucker is a big guy.
No, I think Otis would be.
Tucker would be jobbing. Otis would be like.
Do you know what? Do you know what
hi.
it reminds me of? The Street Profits, because one of them's going to go far and the other one's going to
Angelo
drop like
Dawkins.
A stone. No,
Nah, I don't think Dawkins is as bad as people make out, but Ford is the star.
he's not got
He's
any charisma.
As they say, the biz.
Yeah, because he
Sweet,
just
huh?
comes out and stirs his little pot.
He's mixing it
yeah.
up.
Yeah,
It was on our. I say it was an alright episode of SmackDown. Bit boring, but
yeah, but I love the Fiend, so it's literally all these characters this week are saving it for me.
yeah,
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5.
Uh,
2.5 out of 5. I'll give him half.
If Goldberg had been there in person, it might have been a 3. If we'd have had a different main event, it might have been a 3.
yeah, it was. I
It-
agree.
It's only Otis. What's really?
Wow, he's yawning at SmackDown.
That's how bad it is. You
Fine,
know?
we'll go to Monday Night Raw. That happened last night. Show started off with Seth Rollins wearing a leather jacket. Oh, he's cool. And then Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and Viking Raiders confronted him. He just set up a match for later on in the main event. Simple. Unfortunately, it's just the same wrestlers, same feud.
Yeah, it is.
But
Samoa Joe's back.
yeah, he's back.
I thought he was.
I really
No,
like
he's not.
Rollins' stable.
Exactly. I heard some rumours on the grapevine that he was a wellness policy violation.
No,
Exactly.
it was all rumours.
Yeah, exactly.
Rumours.
Don't make up rubbish. Don't read it. Everything you see on the internet.
I did
don't
miss a
believe
piece of
because-
breaking news. Buddy Murphy's not called Buddy Murphy anymore. He's called Murphy.
Yeah,
Because
I know.
Buddy Murphy doesn't sound like the name of a disciple, which makes sense because it's Buddy. But Murphy's just weird.
Murphy's cool. I think it might be the best name change yet. 'Cause
No.
straight off the bat, it sounds normal.
Ali,
Rowan. They all sound normal.
yeah.
Yeah, but Murphy's just
The only ones that didn't sound normal were Viking Raiders. What did
Mustafa-
Eric and
Ivar.
Ivar?
Mustafa Ali. That's
Ali.
cool. Buddy Murphy's cool, but I don't know. Just
Yeah,
personal
I think-
preference, really. I think Murphy's all right.
They got rid of Eric Rowan and gave the Eric to Mr. Viking Raid.
And they get-
Isn't Eric Rowan back to Eric Rowan now?
I thought it was just Rowan.
I think he's.
Don't know.
He weren't. I thought he was on Raw. He weren't. I
So they must have dropped the cat cage.
They can't be dropping the cat. It's because they don't know what to do with it. I've
No,
Don't do it then. That's the simple answer.
I've actually spelled my name wrong. No, I think he's back to Eric
I was
Rowan.
going to say, if you're going to do it, have long-term booking plans.
Oh yeah, it's been Eric Rowan since January.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Eric of the Viking
What's
Raiders.
Eric done? He's done nothing. But then the second match tonight was Becky Lynch versus Asuka. A great match, good back and forth. Asuka did look like she was going to win, but then Becky got the victory. Then Shayna runs into the ring and bites, as you can see from the thing, bites the back of Becky's neck and just has blood pouring out. Now, what? Why?
I'm still confused. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad.
I'm on the complete same thing. I
I'm
am
just
on the
gonna
fence.
leave it until next Monday.
I have got splinters. I am so far on the fence right now because that is not what the Shayna of NXT would do. But does it make her seem like a bad,
Yeah.
like a bad MF?
Kinda cool,
The thing it says here is,
but it's not Shayna.
she locked in the Kirifuda clutch and similarly bit a chunk out of the back of Lynch's neck.
Well, no, that's just not true.
How? Like, I don't understand why you want to make her a vampire.
Why when she's got all... If she's coming from behind, just looking like the Kirifuda clutch.
She did, but then she did bite her
right.
afterwards.
Yeah, this was the part I don't get. Why? I know maybe it makes her seem like even more. I mean, it's a nice image. Like, I bet when it on the run up to Mania, even though it got too graphic for TV, like on the run up to Mania, if they are having a match and there's just that still image of her with blood pouring out of her mouth, that's a good still image.
There's a really good visual of her backstage with it just pouring out.
Yeah, I get it
so
because it's a
it's
good
not
visual.
So
Yeah.
Lynch was taken to the ambulance. She drove her own ambulance to the hospital.
Who did Becky Lynch?
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty.
That's quite
pretty
nice.
badass.
Yeah.
Then for me, the best segment on Raw, the Street Profits beat Mojo and Riddick Moss.
Oh my god, they actually wrestle?
I don't care. So they beat him, which was great. And then Riddick Moss is laid on the floor. Kieran is dying. Riddick Moss was laid on the floor,
Yes.
like in pain. Mojo comes over like, what was that? What was that? small package. 1,
Yes.
2, 3. Just runs off into the crowd.
The offensive
The
lineman.
offensive
Has
lineman.
become the quarterback.
He's the big man. Riddick
Oh,
Moss.
it's great, that, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Could you imagine when Riddick Moss was sat in NXT and they called him up and they went, "We're going to call you up and within 2 weeks you'll be a championship holder." I bet he was like, "Yeah,
Get in there.
get in there."
I'm not doing anything here.
Riddick Moss. Yeah.
He's a 20. I wonder what's going to happen now.
Well, he's the offensive lineman.
Where's he going to go?
I would say I'm intrigued. I'd love to see where.
Like,
it
is
goes.
Modric just going to win it back?
I hope he holds it till Mania. I really want to see.
Hashtag Riddick
I
Moss.
really want to see the Saudi Crown Prince become 24/7
Well,
champ.
Do you know what I think's going to
Really
happen?
want to see
It'll be
it.
funny.
I think
Mansoor.
because he's calling him the offensive lineman
Oh, no.
and it involves Mojo Rawley, I've got a feeling we're going to get a title holder from Rob Gronkowski.
Gronk.
Mansoor.
No,
He's
no.
going to win the belt.
Mansoor
No,
will
he
win the
won't.
24/7 title.
Because it's a bit like the Japanese people in AEW. They just can't. Because he's still in developmental and they only bring him out for the Saudi shows.
Mansoor's more likely to win a top title. I honestly think they
Braun.
think 24/7's beneath him. Because like every time Mansoor wins in Saudi Arabia, it's like a big emotional homecoming. Like,
Yeah, I don't think he
look
needs
at
a
our
title
boy.
for that,
If he
though.
won the 24/7 title, it'd
It'd be
well
gassed.
No, they wouldn't.
I'm hoping we get some more shenanigans, though, like what we did last time with Jinder getting rolled up on the tarmac by R-Truth, them sneaking through the plane,
None of that.
pinning, I think, was it
None of
Carl
that.
Anderson? That
They
was
don't-
great.
No one even chases him around for it anymore.
Not anymore, but that's why I want
Yeah,
them to...
they
Where's
need-
EC3 with his solo cup?
He's dead.
Well, Street Profits came with their own little red cups, and that just got rid of EC3. and
They've
his
just
cups.
borrowed EC3s while he's out.
I can't
the-
believe the Street Profits wrestled. I just want to get plaudits for that. They actually did something.
did.
For once.
And then we had the VIP lounge with MVP. So obviously it was rumored that that was his probably his final match, but it stayed on. He wants to go into a backstage, but it stayed on for the VIP lounge.
Like WWE needed another talk show.
They need it. You've got the highlight reel. You've got the Alexa Bliss one. What's that one called?
We've
Talk is
Moment of
bliss.
bliss.
Moment of bliss. Talk is bliss.
Nah,
answer.
we've got Miss TV.
The
there's
Dirt Sheet.
The Dirt Sheet. There's.
highlight reel. But
We
it's
don't
not
even
there
need
anymore.
talk shows. I don't think.
The Peep
I
Show.
don't think they're a good format.
It works. So in this thing, MVP was trying to pitch himself as McIntyre's business manager, and it didn't work. McIntyre was having none of it.
Like, people have been saying that they don't think you're up to the challenge. It's like, have you people been saying bad things about me?
Was that your
Ima-
Scottish accent?
Sorry, imagine.
I was caught in two minds as to whether or not.
Imagine being told by MVP you're not up to the challenge when you can't take a 619 properly anymore. Go back home, man. Not that I don't like MVP, but
I just like to, sorry, this is what the show says. When MVP laid hands on his guest, the self-proclaimed sexy Scotsman dropped MVP to the mat with a Glasgow kiss and claymored him right off the VIP lounge couch for hitting the balling Tom for good measure.
I love the Glasgow kiss.
It's just a dirty headbutt.
Just the
isn't it?
headbutt, yeah.
I
And
do,
then
but
the-
please don't call yourself the sexy Scotsman.
The sexy
No, the
Scotsman.
sexy Scotsman's good. This is the most interested I've been in Drew McIntyre ever.
Really?
Yeah, this babyface run.
I agree.
I didn't get it as a heel.
But please do not call him the sexy Scotsman because this just brings back
Oh, yeah.
reflections of Punjabi playboy.
He can call himself that, but don't
Don't-
have other
don't
people call
reference
him it. Or he can say it as like a bit of a
bracket
throwaway
sexy
comment,
Scotsman
but
bracket McIntyre.
you can't go from the Scottish psychopath to the sexy Scotsman.
Exactly.
It is a bit of a come
The
down.
sexy Scotsman.
Aye.
The Scottish psychopath.
Honest to God, he's going to get eliminated next year in the Royal Rumble by Beth Phoenix kissing him over at top rope.
Big Beth. Beth did a good tweet this thing when called out Randy Orton. It was quite funny.
Well, let's get on
We'll
to
get
him,
to it later.
'cause
We'll go
Speaking of people I've been more interested in than ever before, we'll talk about him later.
We'll go to Angel Garza though, beating Cedric Alexander. Angel Garza
yes.
getting another
Oh,
win
the man with the chaps.
with Selena Vega obviously by her side. She went on NXT.
What a handsome boy.
I think so. He hits a Hamlet DDT on Cedric, pins him easily, and then Umberto comes out and attacks him.
Politely forgot Cedric existed.
Whoa. Gary Garbett.
Oh, yeah.
What a
Why didn't he come out in there, bloody... He should have come out as a janitor and lost, and he would have had him right.
And the
Mugged him
problem
right
is,
off.
what's happening with this match? Like, will Garza's career just keep on going on until Andrade's back?
No idea.
Super Showdown. Wait, when's Super Showdown? End of the month.
27th.
Surely Andrade's suspension would still be active,
Yeah, I think it would be.
But he's
but
in
he's
the match.
wrestling.
He's in the two Wahiki
The two Wahiki.
I don't know what it's
Well,
called.
what I'll do is I will load up the match now because obviously it's sort of involved in the thing. So it was announced earlier today, the first ever two-week trophy gauntlet match. It's first announced on Monday Night Raw. Super Showdown will play host to the first ever two-week trophy gauntlet match as Rusev, R-Truth, AJ Styles, United States Champion Andrade, Eric Rowan and Bobby Lashley will compete in the high-stakes contest.
Eric Rowan.
Well,
he's getting eliminated first, isn't he? Brilliant.
No, R-Truth.
Yeah, Truth goes.
AJ's winning that. No, Andrade's in it. That'll be interesting. The thing is now, I'm guessing the Super Showdown card will be majority Raw superstars.
Because they've got SmackDown the next night.
Yeah. So they won't, for the SmackDown, they won't have the New Day, Morrison, or Miz more than likely. If something happens, they won't have Reigns.
Last time.
They won't have Reigns, Corbin, and they won't have Wyatt. So it's sort of risky.
It's risky whatever they do now because they didn't get back last time in time, did they? Due to complications.
Due to Vince.
We don't know that.
We don't know, but there were many things. But when on next to the NXT Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley beating Sarah Logan. Yeah, Rhea Ripley was on Raw.
Nice.
Yeah, just again, teasing poor Sarah Logan.
I love Sarah Logan.
She's good at eating a loss.
No, she's not. Because I don't believe she's ever going to win.
Yeah, no.
Actually, there's a severe lack of Liv Morgan on this card.
I'm past Sarah Logan. Not that I'm past Sarah Logan, but
I think she needs a rebrand.
Guess what? There was no Ruby Riott.
She only had a rebrand. She only had a rebrand
There
about
we
2
go.
months
It's
ago,
great.
didn't she?
Oh my god, yeah, you've just made a great point. So, out of the Riot Squad, the two people that are feuding in Ruby and Liv aren't on the show,
No,
but Sarah's on the show.
exactly. Charlotte did come out though, and what you said before was basically saying you've got to worry about Bianca, so don't worry about me promoting NXT on the main roster. Then we have Ricochet who beat Bobby Lashley. Obviously, Ricochet's got the big match against Brock Lesnar at Super Showdown.
Yeah.
And so Lashley before was saying you rubbish, you're gonna bring you back to reality. So Ricochet beat him. Quite simple. Gets an easy win.
Cool. Get them wins in before.
Might as well before you get
facing
squashed.
Lesnar.
And then the best segment on Raw. So obviously last week Orton came out and he didn't explain why he attacked Edge. So this week Matt Hardy tried to force Orton to sort of say, and it was incredible. Orton did the same thing as.
I pray they continue this with people of Orton's past.
It will good, won't it?
Bring Ted DiBiase Jr. back.
No.
It'd be a sad goodbye for Matt Hardy, but
I hope is
I don't know.
Ray on Raw?
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope Ray comes out next because Ray was part of his past.
Cody.
He's not coming over.
Imagine
if we could have if Randy Orton did the same to Ric Flair as what Batista did to him last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you know when he dragged him out his locker room.
Oh right. I thought you meant the concerto. With the chairs. I thought, please do not do that.
Yeah, if you can do that to Ric Flair, that'd be all right, wouldn't it? 'Cause it's the Evolution past if he's just going through.
Please do not do that to a poor
I
old man.
hate it. I don't hate it, but
good.
it's
Ric Flair
great
would be
story.
up for it.
Ric Flair do anything. It's great storytelling. I just think, and obviously it writes Matt Hardy off. He doesn't write him off, but he's got a neck injury.
I hope he writes him off, and then he comes back genuinely like the original broken, because that you can genuinely, as much as it sounds stupid, you can just play off head trauma. As much as that sounds stupid, you can say that it effed him up so much that he now comes back and thinks he's broken.
Exactly. He's a goner. He's out the door. He's Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
I love him.
So obviously, people asked them was the Marty Scurll was originally supposed to. They've denied the rumour, saying it wasn't actual Marty Scurll was supposed to. So now everyone's saying Brody Lee, Luke Harper. I think it could be Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy's obviously knows the Young Bucks. He's got a good relationship with them. It sort of works. He'd have to alter his walking character a bit so to make sure like he's got the disciples.
I don't want it to be Matt Hardy.
Don't you?
People liked broken Matt Hardy. People don't like the Dark Order. It'd be a weird.
People are liking him now. So
yeah, but not to the extent that they did broken Matt Hardy.
What broken Matt Hardy? Just push him up.
I think just either retire or just stay and come back deformed. Politely deformed.
I really want broken Matt Hardy. I think it's just a waiting game now. But Orton, amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see like when Edge will come back, if it will be around Mania.
Yeah,
Because eventually you're going to start running out of people. for
keep him off TV.
Yeah, I don't know when Edge comes back. Maybe he's in the Elimination Chamber. Nah.
Do you know what?
No, it's too risky.
Maybe after Super
It
Showdown,
might too risky.
get him in a feud with Ricochet, because Ricochet is the superhero. So maybe him go, oh, I'm a whatever he does.
Yeah.
I politely, I don't give a crap about the superhero kind of character, but he could be like, oh, I'll fight for what's right or whatever stupid thing, and then he'll get battered.
Could get another nice RKO.
Yeah, you probably get one of the best ever RKOs actually.
I was wondering this the other day if you could do a 450 RKO.
Wait, who are we on about?
I watched him do a 630 RKO.
Ricochet.
Yeah.
Ricochet's already taken an RKO.
No, I'm talking like a 630.
Oh, okay. Oh,
As in,
I don't
he
even
does
think-
his finisher.
I
And
don't
all,
think it's physically possible, but I want to see
I
it.
think it is. If Ricochet could do it, he would just have
Six.
to, Orton would just have to be laid down and sort of pop up
Yeah, but
off
wouldn't
his
it be,
back.
that'd be too
It'd be
much
well
pain.
hard because Ricochet does it like well tight into the turnbuckle, so we can get the rotations in.
And he said he never wanted the 630 to be his finisher because it messes with your back.
Well, we'll do, won't it?
Yeah, but so I don't want him to take one on his front because that'll mess him up.
I'd love to go, do you know, like when Evan Bourne did the shooting star press.
Oh, do you know what I want him to
I'd
do?
love it to see if he could do a double one. As in, up,
A double-
shooting star, flip, then arcade.
Oh, if anyone,
No.
I doubt.
If
that.
anyone can do it, it's
Do you know what I
Ricochet.
want him to do? Do you know the one where he runs up to the ropes and he kind of hops over it and does like a Fosbury flop bump
Yeah.
into that, and then imagine on the other side he lands like, oh, that'd be sick.
Outside the
I
ring.
can see Orton hitting one on like the outside of the ring as Ricochet does like a big dive or
That'd be
something.
mint.
Like when the Ricochet did the dive and he landed right at Velveteen Dream's feet.
Yeah.
But Orton just catches him at arcade. Oh. But
Another match I absolutely loved was Velveteen Ricochet. And
Yeah.
another match I absolutely loved, segment A, Velveteen v Aleister Black.
I'm about to say, speaking of Velveteen, he's messed it up. Speaking of Ricochet, we had Aleister Black defeating Akira Tozawa this time. At least it's not a jobber.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm hoping that the names slowly get bigger.
Yeah, the match wasn't important. The promo probably was.
I love Aleister Black as well.
I
great.
can't really remember what he said in the promo. Was it just like you people
After showed appreciation to the audience for their desire to
Yeah.
rebel against a given idea of paradise, something
Yeah,
he said
that
he
right.
understood. He claimed he was beginning to feel like an animal inside of a cage.
It was
Oh no! Oh no!
Eric Rowan tag partner confirmed.
Oh no!
That or it's Batista.
No, I was,
He's going to be the thing in the cage.
My head went straight to it.
Yeah, nah, that's just bad wording. They're
No,
not
he's going to
linked.
be in the cage, Simon. He's in the cage.
Or he's feuding with Rowan. Or that's shouting out Rowan.
Maybe.
Like, and I'll actually give Rowan something to do.
It would, but it's not the payoff.
No,
Eric
because
Rowan to
no.
me is on the same level as
It's-
Akira Tozawa.
it's not. No, he's a bit higher. I think he's not the payoff. This isn't the payoff. I don't
Oh,
think.
right.
I think Aleister Black's payoff's at Mania. I think he just keeps building in the mini feuds up until then.
He did say,
Okay.
and for anyone looking to dance, they should consider themselves one. Know that it's not me who's in there with you. It is you who should be trapped inside this metaphoric cage with me.
Why does he keep mentioning?
It's a metaphoric cage though, so it don't count.
Well, in fairness, there's a metaphoric animal inside Rowan's cage.
No, there isn't though, because it's actually bitten him. And
I can't believe he said he's actually bitten him.
Mojo Rawley was terrified of it, so there is something in there.
He was just another offensive lineman. It was his NFL career.
It's mini Riddick Moss.
Imagine.
Oh my god.
Oh, I really just want to see a payoff now, even if it's crap.
The Riddick Moss action figure that just
Oh.
bites people.
Oh, God. Then we had the main event. It was Seth Rollins and Murphy and AOP. And they beat KO,
Yeah.
Samoa Joe, and the Viking Raiders.
Everyone go their separate ways.
Go
Nice.
your own.
I like this match. Someone had it won. Was it? Did Kevin Owens have it won or something? No. Did Samoa Joe have Murphy in like a clutch?
Yeah, so Samoa Joe had Murphy in the Kina clutch.
And then Rollins came in and
Stomped him.
curb stomped him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Murphy
Nice.
was tapping out, but the ref's back returned, so stab.
Oh, the dirty, dirty heels.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Are you done with it though now?
Good
Because
ending.
I'm done with it now.
Maybe it's
No.
because I'm not watching Raw in full every week, so I don't really get the full idea of what's going on. But I'm not necessarily. I'm not tired of the stable. The only thing I'm tired of is the franking team of Owens, Joe, and the Raiders.
That's what I'm saying. That's
All right,
my thing is I don't want to get the disciples. I love that. I hope he keeps hiring people. I really do. I think that's a great idea. Like like old school Nexus before it became stupid.
Yeah, but I don't know what Owens and Joe do from here.
Maybe blame each other and go in a feud. Maybe that. Maybe they just say, you cost us this, you cost us that. You really violated the wellness policy.
Who'd be the heel? Who'd be the face? It's got to be
Samoa Joe
as the heel.
Yeah.
I love Joe as a heel.
You can't turn Owens heel again. It don't work.
The worst thing here in the article, Team Owens fights, Team Rollins believes, and it's the team thing which I don't like.
No, I don't.
Team Owens.
Maybe that's what Joe's angry about.
Yeah.
Excuse me, this should have been Team Joe.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I think it should be Kevin Owens against Seth Rollins, but then it's Kevin Owens having to overcome AOP and Murphy. And it's sort of a thing for like WrestleMania, Owens Rollins, and then the build up like so the first week he has to beat Razor, and he somehow ekes a win.
Yeah, but
the
Rollins
week after,
is tag team champion.
Yeah,
What, you forget. Yeah, but
they would defend him.
Why did they make them champions though?
Because there were no other viable tag teams.
AOP.
The Viking Raiders.
They are literally
Yeah,
AOP.
AOP are
They're literally there.
Yeah. They should be fuming.
Well, maybe they just Seth and Murphy go, there you go, you can have the title.
What a crap title change. Do you remember when Ziggler did that on the Intercontinental Champion when no one expected him to win it and he went, I'm just going to leave it
the
here.
United
States. It was the US and then he
Yeah.
turned in the Rumble and didn't win.
I'm just going to leave it here.
Yeah.
And then he left for a month, came back at number 30, and he got eliminated within 5 minutes after skinning the cat a couple of times.
Exactly.
Everyone's opinions on Raw?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Moments again, a few good sections.
We are well
Actually,
on.
no. Do you know what? I actually quite like everything.
Well on the
road
cruise to WrestleMania.
The cruise.
Yes, we are. We're on the ship.
We're on the road to WrestleMania.
Oh,
Not
actually,
though, because we're on a boat.
quick question.
I'm on a boat.
Which is better, 37's stadium or the one with the pirate ship?
Oh,
this year? Raymond James.
Well, we
Stadium.
don't know what this one's is going to look like.
I
do we?
do.
Do you?
Well, I know what it
It's
looks
where
like in the
to
NFL.
have
It's got
right.
a boat in it.
I know what it looks like in the NFL. It looks brilliant.
I think the problem is
They set off cannons every time they
Depends
score.
whether they actually use the pirate ship as part of the show.
Kairi Sane.
They can do
They
because.
won't though, because she's a heel. It don't work.
Go home.
No,
She won't even be on the show. She'll be in the Battle Royal.
Oh, you take that slander out.
What's
your mouth.
Kairi saying going to do at WrestleMania?
Dunno.
Apart from a company ask her to the ring.
You're not wrong.
Oh, poor Kairi.
But no,
She's great as well.
I do think they'll use the pirate ship in some way because you can stand on it, as far as I know.
Braun might like push it off the stage or something like he did. I don't know.
No, that is in the structure. You cannot put.
You know, it's like do you know, like in a theme park, there's like a big thing, like there's a big Homer
Yeah.
statue. It's like that in the middle of the stadium.
I only say that because
let me
do you
try and find
remember
a picture.
It's at the far end.
at WrestleMania 34 when
The middle's the pitch.
at Mania 34 when Braun pushed like the Mardi Gras boat just off the stage
Yeah.
before he won the titles with Nicholas.
Right.
Yeah.
I've
Simon,
just
can you see that?
what a match. No.
That is the stadium. You can't see it on the screen.
Right. Yeah.
It's
okay, that's kind of cool.
yeah.
Oh,
So obviously can't move, but you can have a zip line.
home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I absolutely love it. I think I prefer this one because it's got a pirate ship in it, and I like Raymond James Stadium.
Big Raymond. Should we go on to the quiz then?
Pirates are cool.
Pirates are cool.
Can we just leave it? Who used to be a pirate in WWE? Was it Paul Burchill?
Paul Burchill.
Oh,
Kate Lee.
bring him back.
It'll be in the Battle Royal.
Yes.
Right. After
Did
I
you say
looked.
Caitlin?
Katie Lee.
I thought you said Caitlin.
Katie Lee, innit? Katie Lee Burchill.
Katie Lee.
Oh, it's going to bother me now.
I thought
the
you
other
said Caitlin.
Burchill. The one that was like his sister, but he.
A bit well before my time.
Yeah, it was. Is it Katie Lee Burchill?
I remember probably being on the like YouTube and just looking at weird gimmicks. I remember Mordecai. I remember.
It's Karina Waters. Yeah, Katie Lee Burchill.
Oh, fair enough.
She in WWE.
Niche.
Did you ever mention?
Niche.
Did any of you ever watch the promo packages of Kazani? God, he was a strange little fella.
What's Kazani?
He was meant to be from the carnival, and he never spoke in English. He spoke in a language called Kazan, which basically I can't even
Is this
remember.
WWE?
Yeah, genuinely. Just watch the promo packages tonight.
90s.
No. Early 2000s.
Oh,
Yeah, he looks like a weird carnival guy, doesn't he?
yeah.
Basically, every promo he did was at a carnival. And he spoke in. Can you hear it?
My name is Kizarni. We is welcome. Tiazu, Liaza,
Yeah, you can
Kizarni.
hear
Can
it.
you hear what he's saying? He doesn't speak in. Put the earphones on, honestly.
Liazats, Liaza,
He doesn't speak English.
It's like he's been reversed.
Welcome. Tiazu, Liaza, Kizarnival. Yazats, Yazov, Yazan.
He's been put in reserves.
Do you see what?
I don't remember Kazani.
No, because he just kept going. Welcome to Zikan Zival.
The Kazanival.
Kazanival.
I do like that.
Right.
Bring it back.
For the quiz,
Yeah.
the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic inspired me.
Oh no.
I'm going to name one of the wrestlers in a tag team in the first round. Can you name who their partner? So some will be very easy. Some
I
will
like
not.
this.
This is a 2016 tournament.
Oh, no.
I know, because 2018 is more real, so there was actually a lot of tag teams.
This was when NXT was in its fetal stage.
So 2016. We'll start with Kieran first.
Are we only doing this show?
Yeah, we're only doing this one.
All right.
Let us know in the chat.
This is gonna be crap for me.
How many people
Shit.
watching?
2. Shout out to him. I think one's Kieran as well.
Get in there,
It's alright. Nick Miller.
Shane Thorne.
No, we're going in order. So he'll go for one, then you'll go for the one afterwards.
Unless I get it wrong and then,
And
I'll
then
go
it
back
passes
to
on to you.
I'm just gonna go with Shane Thorne.
1 point to Kieran, because he's correct.
TM61.
Simon? Riddick Moss.
Tino Sabatelli.
There we
My
go.
My boy Tino
It's your boy.
Sabatelli. Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna go with Gronkowski to be honest.
Big
Lads.
Gronk. Okay. Sorry,
The
I got
offensive
distracted.
linesman. Men.
Kieran? Roderick Strong.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Incorrect.
In 2016.
Yes.
Oh, whoa.
Kyle O'Reilly.
No, it was Austin Aries.
Wowzers, yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it not Pete Dunne? Because that were a few years later.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
I remember Austin Aries. I liked his
Ah.
feud with Neville.
You've been shafted here a little bit. Simon. Otis Dozovic.
Who's been shafted?
It's yours.
Me.
Otis Dozovic.
Are you going to go with the obvious?
Oh, is there? That's the question.
Or are you going to go with Tino Sabatelli, who entered it twice?
I'd love that, you know.
The three faces of Tino.
Bull Dempsey.
Incorrect. It's passed
Tucker
on.
Knight.
It's Tucker.
Oh,
Tucker.
is it
Heavy
actually?
machine,
Was
eh?
he a thing back then?
Yeah.
By the
They've
way,
been together for
when he said he was
4
shafted, he
years.
looked at me, but you didn't see that, so I knew what
Ah. Okay, Kieran.
you... Yes.
Kota Ibushi. Exactly.
Hideo Itami, or then known as Kenta.
Incorrect. Passed on to Simon.
He was probably injured. I don't know why I said that. He were injured all the time, wasn't
Grand Metalik.
Incorrect. It would have been Hideo Itami, but
he? He got injured.
he got injured.
Of course
and
he did.
He was replaced by TJP.
Oh, I was gonna go. If I wasn't gonna say it,
That's so annoying. Can I get
Well,
half a
second
point because it
choice.
was meant to be Hideo?
I'd just like to say that with the Austin Aries Roddick Strong, Aries got injured, but instead they did Strong versus. In the second one, they did Strong versus TM61.
Oh, I like TM6.
Mhm.
What was it? What were they called? The Mighty,
The Mighty.
Mighty,
The
don't
Mighty
they?
61.
Okay, Simon.
Mighty 61.
Yeah.
Lindsay Dorado.
Kalisto.
Incorrect.
Grand Metalik.
Incorrect. Mustafa Ali.
Wouldn't have got that.
Whoa.
Right.
Cruiserweight Classic Buddies.
This is obscene.
Kieran. Bobby Roode. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Oh,
1,
the glorious
2.
Tyler Breeze.
Incorrect. Simon. 1, 2, 3.
R-Truth.
Incorrect. It was Ty Dillinger.
I know
Oh,
R-Truth
I
has
got the
never been
first
in
bit.
NXT, but I just couldn't think of all.
Okay.
The perfect.
It's just when you say like the glorious.
Perfect 10s.
The glorious 10. I don't know.
If
Something
you
like
say
that.
like the glorious, like I just want to say truth.
Yeah,
It's like the
yeah.
awesome truth, the
Mhm.
fabulous truth.
Okay.
Everything.
Simon.
Yeah.
Alexander Wolf.
Oh God.
1, 2.
Sawyer Fulton.
Correct.
Wowzers.
Wow, it was before Soy Fulton left. Okay.
Would
Let's
not
get
have
in.
got that.
Kieran. Akam.
Where's our?
Oh,
Correct.
whoa.
You weren't going to be with anyone else.
Right.
I've only got the ones where you knew he was with.
Simon. Gerv Sera. I can give you the tag team if you
They've
want.
changed the
No.
names now, haven't they?
Yes.
But if
I
it was
want the
Gerv,
original.
back in the day, it'll have been Harv.
It would be hard.
How do you know that? Because I
Is
knew
he
it was the
called
Bollywood
Harv and
boys.
Gerv.
It was the Bolly boys.
Sinead and Sunil.
Okay. Oh, wow.
The Bollywood boys.
You ready,
Yeah.
Kieran?
Yeah.
No Way Jose. 2.
Alistair Black.
Dirty.
Incorrect. Simon. 1, 2, 3.
Tyson Kid.
Incorrect. Rich Swan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
they didn't get very far.
Simon. Drew Gulak.
Is this just a cruiserweight masterpiece?
2. It was just after the classic. That's what Cody Bush said. 5.
Benjamin Johnson. No, Kenneth Johnson.
Incorrect.
Cedric Alexander?
No, Tony Nese. Big Tony.
Oh, should have got that.
Bloody cruiserweight.
Simon, you've got unlucky here. You've got very unlucky. Dash Wilder, Kieran.
Scott Dawson.
Correct. Simon. Andrade Cien Almas.
Ooh. Andrade. Cien. When he had his full name as well.
Pass.
Cedric Alexander.
He didn't let me guess.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright.
Anyway,
You wouldn't have got it, would you?
I was going to guess
Ready?
Alistair Black.
All right.
Johnny Gargano.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Yes. And he's won. He's won by luck. We'll do final one. Ho Ho Lun.
Oh, Lun. Wu Lai. Not Wu Lai, he's that Espanol striker. What's
Tian Bing.
Yeah, Tian Bing. I
Tian
knew it was the big
Bing.
Japanese lad.
It was the big.
Not Japanese, Chinese. Sorry,
lad.
Chinese.
Yeah,
wasn't
Chinese.
any casual racism.
Just casually, don't like women thingy. But
It's all jokes on the show, by the way. Don't take anything we say seriously.
that is it for the top corner. The top corner.
Ring Rust.
What? Ring Rust episode 3.
I thought Ho Ho Lun was teaming with an Espanol striker.
Next week we will have NXT Portland. We will have everything. Thank you very much for watching. And goodbye.